Prescott Badger football is on the air. Tonight's game is brought to you in part by Olson's for Healthy Animals, where good enough just isn't. Arizona Seamless Gutters, quality people, products, and service you can trust. Blind Brothers Arizona, offering premier window treatments in northern Arizona since 1979. Prescott True Value, locally owned and operated since 1982. So much more than a hardware store. Prescott Badger football is also brought to you by the Prescott Unified School District, the Badgers' biggest fans, every child, every day. The City of Prescott, offering beautiful lakes, hiking trails, and recreational parks, we're everyone's hometown. And the Yavapai County Food Bank, making a difference in Yavapai County since 1992. Now, for the call of tonight's game, here's KYCA's John Rust. And good evening, everyone. Welcome to Bill Shepherd Field in Prescott, Arizona for tonight's Prescott Badger football game featuring the Badgers against the Combs Coyotes. Good evening, everyone. Jason Zinzaletta sitting in with Coach Lou Benetone here. John Rust has the night off, and it is homecoming. So I thought, Prescott Badger alumnus back in the class of 19 way back when. And happy to be here in the booth one more time calling tonight's game because this is going to be a real barn burner, Coach.
Yes, it is. It's a good matchup. Combs is 4-0. They haven't played the challenges of the teams that we have. We rely on big plays. We've had some big plays these last several games. That's what's made the difference in our ball games. And I really don't know much to think about Combs. Looking at their schedule, they met nobody like we've met.
That's true. Now, they are undefeated, but they had a tough game against Catalina Foothills to open the season. They are 4-0, but the last two games, they have outscored their opponents 112-8. Now, that's Coolidge and Maryvale, but still, those are two pretty lopsided scores, Coach.
Yes, they very much are, and I don't think Maryvale and Coolidge are doing well. Coolidge, in the 3A was doing well this few years. I'm not sure exactly if they're still 3A or if they've moved around. The AA switches people all the time, so I'm not sure. Coolidge was very competitive for a while there. Maybe that's why they moved up. But when you look at the Christian team we played and
Northwest Christian,
Christian, yep, and we Thunderbird, and then Vista Grande last week. Those were three pretty powerful teams.
That's right. And last week, the win against Vista Grande, 31-26, should not have been that close, actually. But the Badgers, something happened. I mean, during the game, it looked like there was a little bit of a mix-up and during the game between the two teams, and that seemed to have fired up Vista Grande, and they really started coming back, almost pulled it off, but the Badgers came away with the win.
It did. It could have been a more competitive team on their side, too, because I thought their discipline was falling apart. Mm-hmm. I mean, they were a pretty powerful team, and they had a lot of weapons like we did. They were grinding the ball out a lot. We were scoring on big plays. A kickoff return, that's made the difference in the game when you think about it. They outscored us on offense, and then that kickoff return made the difference in the ball game.
That was it,
so,
and that was right at the beginning of the second half, too.
Exactly, and we came right out and scored right away on a kickoff return, and that looked like it broke their back, but they hung in there and scored those last few minutes of the game and brought it within 5 points. So, but I thought the discipline, I think it was from the head up, head down. The coach, I think, was losing it. Some of the coaches over there, and they just kind of filtered down the players, and I think that hurt them.
I think so. I can tell you this. I think the coaches got a talking to over at Vista Grande last week at the end of the game and a few other things. So if they manage to pull it together, we might very well see them in the 4A playoffs this year. They were a tough team. They
were. They're going to win some ball games, and just like Northwest Christian. They're all three of those teams. Thunderbird, they're going to have a lot of wins, which is going to help us in power points.
That's true.
And
I think right now we're getting ready for the national anthem. So let's take that. And getting ready now for the national anthem.
Ladies and gentlemen, please rise to the presentation of the colors by the Prescott High School Air Force Junior ROTC Color Guard and the raising of the flag by the Air Force Junior ROTC Honor Guard. The national anthem will be played tonight by the Pride of Prescott Marching Band.
And the national anthem here at Prescott's Bill Shepherd Field. We're going to take a quick break here on the Badger pregame show. When we come back, an opening interview between John Rust and Coach Cody Collette, and then the ball game starts here at Homecoming 2024. We'll be back after this 30-second timeout.
Did you know that Prescott True Value has a new department with its own building? That's right, Last Chance Clearance Center is now open in the historic gas station adjacent to Prescott True Value. A one-of-a-kind bargain center with everything 50% to 90% off. That's right, everything is at least 50% off all the way to 90% off. Last Chance Clearance Center is open Thursday, Friday, and Saturday from 9 to 5. Stop in and check out all the amazing bargains right next door to Prescott True Value at 826 Miller Valley Road in Prescott.
Up tonight, it's going to be homecoming night, and you've got Combs on the schedule. So what kind of scouting report do you have on the Coyotes?
Well, I sound like a broken record, but it's another undefeated team that we're playing that is ranked in the top 10 of the Arizona Republic, coming off 55-8 win and another huge victory the week before. They beat Eastmark early in the year, who was one of the preseason favorites in 4A by the very odd score of 2-0, but tremendous defensively. Number 7 is an outstanding running back. Their quarterback, who was a freshman last year, is a sophomore now and looks much more poised in the pocket and doing some good things for them as well. It's an extremely, extremely dangerous opponent and another tough ball game for us, no question.
And we're back here at Bill Shepherd Field here in Prescott, just moments from kickoff. They're getting ready to do the coin toss here at the middle of the field. Badgers have already come out wearing their blue uniforms, solid blue uniforms with yellow and gold, not yellow, gold numbers. As a Badger alumni, I'm getting used to this again, Coach. And I tell you, it is fun being back at the high school. Seen some old friends and plenty of coaches, but we do this every week. This is a lot of fun. We got a lot of people coming back and are already here in Prescott. We're happy to see them. And now Prescott's going to take on Combs. Last year, the Badgers beat Combs 42-0, but year to year, things change for both teams. But honestly, Coach, I think this is a much better Badger team, much more seasoned team than we saw last year.
It definitely is, and the speed, too. There's a lot of speed out there, quickness, a lot of athletic ability. They get some good size in the line with those young boys, and it's a young line in some respects, but they're pretty good-sized boys. And they've had some good experience against 3 really good teams.
Oh, yeah. And, of course, they are led by, of course, number 1, Uriah Tenacious T. He's our senior quarterback, receiver, running back, you name it, he can do it. And he's been on defense, too. So far in 2022, he's thrown for 748 yards and 8 touchdowns. He has rushed for 162 yards and 4 touchdowns. He has 16 tackles and 2 interceptions. And in fact, both of those came against Vista Grande last week at key points in the game.
Yeah, they definitely were. They were big turnovers that we needed. And, but he's, as a free safety out there, it's a good place to put him because he can cover a lot of ground. And he came up on those passes and made perfect timings.
So anyway, we've got this. Now, what are they facing tonight? Combs, of course, as you say, 112 points in the last 2 games of a 4-0 season. And that means that their key players, of course, they have a sophomore quarterback who is 30 of 42 for 472 yards, 5 touchdowns passing, 1 touchdown rushing. He was 6 for 6 for 136 yards and 3 TDs against Coolidge on September 13th, 2 weeks ago. He's going to be interesting, and being a sophomore, I think we're going to be seeing him again down the road as well.
Yeah, no doubt. They've got a young team. Basically, when I was looking, they only have 8 seniors on this team.
Wow.
They have 16 juniors and a slew of sophomores. And a couple of their one of their wide receivers is a sophomore, a couple of linemen. Number 7, their running back, Isaac Jeffcoat. He's run 53 carries for 321 yards, 2 TDs, but he can put some yardage on that ground. And number 11, Branson Moak, 15 for 109, 2 touchdowns. And he's receiver for 12 for 232 yards, 3 TDs. So they have a couple receivers if that quarterback can get them to him.
And here we go. Gunderman with the kick, and it goes down to about the 10 where it's bobbled. And now they finally pick it up, and Combs returns it all the way up to about the 20-yard line. Good effort to get that far, Coach.
Yeah, no doubt. Yeah, it hit him right at the knees. He let it bounce, hit him in the knees, which was a dangerous catch. But he managed to maintain it.
And Homecoming 2024 is underway. Of course, we're going to have a longer halftime today with Homecoming King and Queen. And so the Badger defense, which has been really tough stuff the last couple of games, is out there in mass. Combs has it at their own 20 after a fairly decent run back after a little bit of a miff. And in the backfield, of course, Kanan Hale, the sophomore quarterback, in the gun.
Yeah, they got double twins each side. They're going to do some motion across.
Handoff in the backfield. The Badgers meet him, and he barely makes it up to about the 20. Couldn't see who that was there.
No, couldn't either.
Having a tough time seeing numbers from up here. The numbers on the Combs team is a little bit small.
Sorry, these screens don't help either.
Yeah, that's true.
The screens make it very poor vision to even see.
Keeps the bugs out, though.
It sure does.
All right, 2nd and 10 at the 20-yard line for Combs. Again, in the gun this time is Hale.
They got a trips right.
A quick pitch out to number 5, Anglin, who sweeps around the left-hand side, breaks a couple of tackles, and makes a good run, about 19 yards on a first down for Combs.
Anglin sat there as a little wing off on the right side, and he came across underneath, and it was like a little quick sweep toward the left side, and he got some yardage on that one.
Anglin has, well, that could have been actually Isaac Jeffcoat, I think. He's rushed for 321 yards.
I think it was number 7.
Number 7. Yep, that's Isaac Jeffcoat. He picked up 19 yards on a first down for Combs. 1st and 10 on their own 39-yard line. We're just underway here at Bill Shepherd Field. Fading back to pass. Quick pass over the middle.
Oh.
Caught, almost intercepted by a host of Badgers, including Tannett. I think Tannett got his hands on the ball first back there.
Yeah, I think he just tipped it, and that receiver was going up high. It was at number 15, I think, Logan Tuckfield.
I believe so.
Got some size to him.
There we go. Okay. 2nd and 10 at their own 39-yard line. 10:45 to go. No score so far early in the ball game. Combs moving fairly decently right now. In the gun, again, is Hale, 0 for 1 tonight. He fades back, going to try again right over the middle, and the pass went overhead and intercepted off the bounce. And the Badgers bring it back to the 40-yard line, and that is going to be a first down for the Badgers.
Somebody tipped it, and Tannett.
Uriah Tannett
Picked it off. It's a tip.
A tip and a bounce. I swear it hit the helmet.
Yeah, I did too.
And right into Uriah Tannett's hands. Wow. Is there nothing he can't do?
No, I know. But of course, it's a lot of luck because that bounced right to him.
And that means Tannett is now going to be under center. Again, so far this season, 26 of 50, 748 yards and 8 touchdowns passing. He's also scored 4 on the ground and 2 off of an interception. Handoff up the middle.
Going in that wishbone again, not a shotgun. It's interesting.
Interesting, yeah. Down to about the 35, about a 3-yard gain for the Badgers. So 2nd and 7 on the 35. Early in the game, first turnover as well. Uriah now back in the gun, the backfield moving out to the side. And they've
interesting. We
wow.
got a guard and tackle out here on a receiver. It's the old play.
In motion.
Greenway
Uriah
used to run it.
The front line fell apart. Uriah flings it out of bounds to the side.
That was dangerous.
Yeah, I don't know if that's intentional grounding. I don't know if that's a flag down there.
I don't know if they got him and he lost control and threw it, or if they're going to call in. Oh, there's a flag. It's going to be intentional grounding. I believe it did not go past the line of scrimmage.
He went straight to the sideline.
So that's going to be a penalty. It did not go past the line of scrimmage.
Uriah was under attack from the moment he took the ball. I mean, if this was a play left, which it looked like they were sweeping left,
what are we doing here? Nothing.
Oh, wait a minute. Okay, well, they're going to call that an incomplete pass, and now it's 3rd and 7. Uriah in the gun again.
Pick the flag up. Interesting. Okay, we got a stack.
Stack to the left.
And they're going to come this way.
Man in motion to the left. Uriah fading left. He is being chased, and away he goes again. He gets out of bounds on the left-hand side on the near sideline here down to about the 32, well short of the first down. Okay, Coach, what do you think? You got a good kicker, but you're 32 yards from the end zone.
We got a pretty good offense. I got a feeling he's going to go for it here.
4th and 4 on this one. And that defense has really broken through the line every play.
They have.
Which we haven't seen much of this year.
No, they said they have a very good defense, according to John's report.
Well, they're going for it here. Uriah in the gun with one man in the backfield. He's going to try and break. There goes the flag. That was Uriah Tennett right there.
What you do, you get him off sides. I get a feeling they were first down or close.
Let's see what they do here.
Yeah, it's got to be a first down if it's off sides.
Yep.
Automatic first down.
Now that is heads-up play by Uriah and the Badgers.
Yep. And here's what you tell your defense, knowing in that situation we only need 5, move with the ball, but apparently some kids get a little over-anxious.
Now the Badgers have a new set of downs, 1st and 10 at the 27 of Combs.
Okay, we got quads. We got an I formation trips.
On the right-hand side.
And now we got motion coming this way.
Uriah fades back after a fake handoff. He is under pursuit. Down the middle he goes. Uriah's got a first down and more. He's off to the races right now. I think he's going to make it, and he's in the end zone for the first score. Uriah Tennett, another rushing touchdown.
He's just got great vision for the field, great speed, great cutback. Any direction he goes, he accelerates. So he outmaneuvered a lot of guys out there.
Wow. What a play. And again, he was under pursuit from the very moment go.
Yep.
That's not, if there's one thing the Badgers need to take a look at the rest of the game, they've got to watch that offensive line.
One thing you have to do though on defense has to be very cautious on how they attack him because of his quickness and his mobility on one-on-one or one-on-two with guys. He can outshift them. So they have to approach him more as a contain attack.
And there's the automatic kick right there. Badgers now up 7-0. And it looks like about 8.5 minutes to go here in the first quarter. And we'll be back with after a 30-second break right after this.
This is Ann Wilson with Yavapai County Food Bank. No one should ever go to bed hungry, but with inflation on the rise, the need is greater than ever. Did you know that you can make a real impact and get an end-of-the-year tax credit for your generosity? $400 single and $800 married. Call 928-775-5255 today to donate to the Yavapai County Food Bank. Help us feed the hungry, support your community, and make a difference. That's 928-775-5255. Yavapai County Food Bank. Together, we can change lives.
Back here at Prescott High School's Bill Shepherd Field. Badgers up 7-0, getting ready to kick off the ball. 9:36 remaining here in the first quarter. And here comes the kick right down the middle. I think that's going into nope, they're going to field it at the 5, and here comes Combs. right up the middle and right up the gut, and the Badgers finally bring him down about the 30-yard line. So once again, a good return for Combs. We'll see if
not a bad return at all.
We'll see if they can take advantage of it now.
Yep.
So, Coach, you've seen Combs blitz practically every play. How do you counter this?
It depends on your linemen have to go by pickup numbers, zone, and right now they're probably going to make an adjustment on who's got what guy. If you do a real well-planned defense, you outnumber them for a blitz.
All right.
And that's kind of what they're doing up front.
Well, here we go. Under the gun, here goes the quick pass to the left-hand side, and it is caught. And finally, the Badgers bring him out of bounds on the far sideline. First down for Combs as he makes it up to about the 47-yard line. Sorry, folks, having a hard time reading numbers here, so very sorry about that. So I would suggest if you're watching on our website, kyca.info, on our Facebook page, on YouTube, wherever, you probably have a better idea of the numbers than we do, so we're just going to bring you the best that we can of the action. Combs moving left to right across Bill Shepherd Field on your radio dial as well. And it's 1st and 10 for Combs with Hale fading back. And there's a quick pitch to the left. The Badgers got him out of bounds after about 3 yards.
We got a flag out there. It might be a hold or something.
He's at midfield, but let's see what we've got here on the call. Right at the 50 at the tackle. So, according to the umpire, we have a hold against Combs. Oh.
Moving them back 10.
So first an interception on their first possession, and now the first big penalty of the game. That puts them back at the 40 and gives them about a 2nd and 17 yards. Offense not really 112 points in the last 2 games, but they're going to have to start kicking it up, I guess, Coach.
Yeah, they got a little variety going on here. They got 2 wide receivers and then the backs. Now they got trips to the right and a wide receiver left.
Hale fades back, looking downfield. Long pass to the right. Overthrown and nearly intercepted again by Uriah Tenet. He had his hands on it, just out of reach.
Yeah, they're trying to get big plays, and that's dangerous for them to try, especially with Tenet back there. And we've defended well against long passes against most teams. Now they'll get a big play like against us, like we get against other teams. But I'm not sure about this team with a young quarterback.
2nd and 17 now on the Combs' own 40-yard lines. The Coyotes moving the ball, but that interception and that penalty fade out over to the right-hand side. Badgers bring him down to the original line of scrimmage. It's going to be 3rd and 10.
Little script string, picked up about 6 yards.
Folks, thank you for joining us on Homecoming 2024. Tonight's game sponsored in part by Badgers alumnus Steve Blair, owner of Blind Brothers Arizona, offering premier window treatments in northern Arizona since 1979. Welcome home, Steve Blair. Saw you earlier today, another great Badger alumnus.
Yes, he is.
3rd and 10 for Combs at their own 47.
Trips right, Twins. There he goes again. That
Long
is so
pass down the
dangerous.
right side, just over his head, and there's the flag. One of the Badgers had his hands on him, I think, as the ball was coming down. Might have impeded him. Good enough, said the referee. And I think this is going to be a first down for Combs in Badger territory.
Yeah, definitely will be if that's what the call is.
Yeah, it certainly looked like it. He overthrew his receiver by about a yard, but that Badger was just a little too close, and that's enough for a first down. Solid defense so far, and Combs is not afraid to throw the ball here.
No, they're not. They're coming out. They got a lot of. They're very confident in their receivers and their backs. Both have caught a lot of balls this year.
1st and 10 at the 37, handoff up the middle, and that's number 7, Isaac Jeffcoat. They finally bring him down at about the 17, 18-yard line. First down for the Coyotes.
He picked up close to 20 yards, and that was a quick hit.
This is
quick handoff.
This is the second time we've seen him pick up a first down and more.
Yes.
And he looks like he is a powerful running back. He is 5'11", a senior. Has rushed for 321 yards coming into this game. He had 94 rushing yards against Coolidge a few weeks ago. 1st and 10 for Coyote.
And he's quick. He hits that hole fast, just like that. He hits that hole very, very fast.
Another run up the middle and then to the left. Another first down at about the 7-yard line. And that looked like That looked
Adam
like
Lloyd.
Adam Lloyd.
Those
Okay.
are our strong safety. Our linebackers, Cooper Kassoon, Brody Hanna, Jacob Chamberlain, Adam Lloyd, they're getting some work today with that back.
So here we go. 1st and goal at the 7. The Badgers defense in the shadows of their goalposts. 1st and 10 from the gun. Hale takes the ball, pitches it out quick on the quick pitch off to the left. Made about 4 yards there. 2nd and goal about the 2 or 3 yard line. The way they're running, Coach, this is going to be tough to defend.
Yeah, they're coming across. They're doing little counters. They're doing quick sweeps, quick hits.
Fast no huddle out of the
Yep.
out of the huddle. Handoff up the middle, and they hold. The Badgers hold him. It's close. They're going to call him down at the 1. Inside the 1 yard line. 3rd and goal, Coach.
Yeah, they're hitting that Jeff coat. They're going to keep pounding it.
All right, no hesitation, right up the middle and up the gut.
Whoa.
The Badgers held. The defense held, and now Combs faces a 4th and goal at the 1 yard line.
I'm surprised because they were going off tackle a little bit and getting some yards. And the last 2 plays were up the gut, and we've held our own. So
6 yards out of 7. Let's see if the Badgers can hold one more time. Now they're talking to each other. Combs is. They went off no huddle real fast a couple of times.
yeah,
Here we go, digging into the trenches, off of the gun. Hale takes the snap, handoff up the middle one more time, and this time he makes it in.
he's in.
But
They
boy,
put everybody in. They put a whole front line up there and took out a wide receiver. Apparently put a tight end in.
but boy, what a good hold and stand for the Badgers
It
there.
was. They did a great stand.
7-6 is the score, and now Combs is going to be bringing in their going for a trick play for a 2-point conversion. Nothing doing there. The Badgers were all over it, and this time no conversion. So with 5:35 remaining in the first quarter of homecoming 2024, it is the Badgers 7, the Combs Coyotes 6. We'll be back right after this.
Hello friends, this is Travis Stead. When it comes to protecting your gutters from those pesky pine needles that never seem to land anywhere but inside your gutters making a mess, make the wise choice, Arizona Seamless Gutters. We have the fix that will last a lifetime. Needle Guard. Never let a loved one get on a ladder and clean your gutters again. Let our family take care of that. Arizona Seamless Gutters, locally owned and operated since 1981. Call us today, 928-778-1818 for a free estimate. Arizona Seamless Gutters. When it pours, we rain.
Back at Bill Shepherd Field here in Prescott on a beautiful Friday night. Badgers lead 7-6, about 5.5 minutes left in the first quarter. And Combs getting ready to kick it off after a 1 yard running back plunge up the middle on 4th down. So,
And I'm not a fan of going for 2 early in the ballgame.
yeah, that could, for some reason, a missed extra pointer conversion always comes back to bite you somewhere.
Yeah, it does.
And so the Badgers take the ball at their own 3, and here we go. Run back, cutting back up the middle, nothing doing, and Combs brings him down. And so Josiah Peoples brings the ball back up to about the 22-yard line. Good return. Yo flya there, as John Rust would say. And
Yeah.
John, we're missing you tonight. Going to be a good game. Last time I had to fill in for John, I was at Snowflake, and it was about 50 below zero in November, and I have yet to forgive him. So
I can understand that totally.
1st and 10 for the Badgers. Uriah back in the gun. Uriah Tannett at quarterback. A 7-6 lead right now with 5.5 minutes to go. Out of the gun, the handoff up the middle, and finally meets a host of Coyotes who bring him down at about the 25. So a 3-yard gain for the Badgers there.
Okay, we're running 2 wide receivers now. We're going to get a feeling they're going to try a big play here. Our wide receivers have always scored some big ones right away. One of them.
The Badgers are not afraid to throw long, and they hit a 75-yard touchdown, I believe, last week.
Yep, they got twins right now, and let's see.
Fake
There
handoff.
it
Uriah
is.
fades right. Quick screen pass out to the right-hand side. 1st down and more as the Badgers finally get up to about the Cooper Kassoon that time with about a 20-yard gain.
Yeah, it was good catch. It was a nice screen out there.
Nobody anywhere near him, Coach.
The wide receiver picked up the only guy closest to him, which broke him for another 10 yards. So that was a great play by them.
All right, 1st and 10 for the Badgers on their own 44-yard line. 4.5 minutes to go. Clock is running. Hand up the middle, and this time some yardage, and now he breaks free. And down the right sideline he goes, and the Badgers have another first down and more. Coach, I'd say about 25 yards on that one.
Oh, that was easily 25 on that play. Broke some tackles.
Great play along the right-hand side for the Badgers, and now a timeout for Combs, and the Coyotes will talk things over with 4.5 minutes to go. Folks, tonight's game is also sponsored in part by Olson's for healthy animals in Prescott, Chino, Dewey, the Verde Valley, and Flagstaff throughout northern Arizona, where good enough just isn't. Thank you, Steve Sischka and the fine folks at Olson's. Coach, I tell you right now, you get the feeling that we're facing a tough team. We're facing a team that's 4-0, but you also get the feeling that at this point, Uriah Tennette and the rest of the Badgers are doing almost what they want.
Yeah, they are. That senior group out there, like I said, Combs has maybe 8 total seniors out there. A lot of sophomores, juniors on that defense, but they're holding their own, but we got some more skill and more experience on our side.
Okay, back to action here with 4.5 minutes to go in the first quarter. Badgers up 7-6. This time Uriah is right under center. He fades over to the left. Long pass to the left-hand side. Badger all alone. Touchdown, Prescott. Touchdown, Prescott Badgers. And again, couldn't quite see who that was. And that was number 2.
Gunderman. Johan
Gunderman with the touchdown, and it is 13-6 Badgers.
Gunderman always gets some big old play right away early in the game.
So now lining up for, I wouldn't say the automatic extra point, but we've come to expect some fine stuff.
I think
and
he's
right
18
down the middle.
for 18, I think.
All right. So
no, he's more than that, I think.
With 4 minutes and about 18 seconds to go, Badgers 14, Combs Coyotes 6. Homecoming 2024 back after this.
Hello, friends. This is Travis Stead. When it comes to protecting your gutters from those pesky pine needles that never seem to land anywhere but inside your gutters, making a mess, make the wise choice, Arizona Seamless Gutters. We have the fix that will last a lifetime. Needle Guard. Never let a loved one get on a ladder and clean your gutters again. Let our family take care of that. Arizona Seamless Gutters. Locally owned and operated since 1981. Call us today, 928-778-1818 for a free estimate. Arizona Seamless Gutters. When it pours, we rain.
Back at Bill Shepherd Field, there goes the kick. And bobbled again back at about the 5, and here comes Combs with the return. Badgers meet him back behind the 20 and finally bring him down. I'll say that they're going to give him forward progress on that, probably about the 18.
18, huh?
Yeah. Well, folks, this is a perfect night for football. Got up to about 90 degrees today in Prescott. We've had a beautiful day in late September. And this is our final non-conference game of the season. Let's see if we can make it 4-1 on homecoming night. 1st and 10 for Combs back at their own 18. Hale back, hands off up the middle and over to the left, and finally about 3 yards on that one.
Yep, they still run their twins. They like their wide receivers and running backs. Because like I said, they both have caught a lot of yardage this year on passes.
I'm getting the idea so far, Coach. It looks like the defense has shifted just a little bit, and they're meeting the run a little quicker.
Yeah, they are. They're coming up to the ball. The linebackers are filling very well back in there. Like I said, our defense is doing very well at that linebacker group.
2nd and about 7 for Combs. Fast run into the backfield, pitch off to the right. Nothing doing. He got a few yards on that one, but it's going to be about 3rd and 5 for Combs. That was
Jeffcoat again, number 7.
That was Jeffcoat. Very fast runner once he gets past that line, but right now the Badgers aren't letting him have it.
Nope, they've stopped him last couple times. I got 5 yards on 2 carries.
So the clock is running, 3:10 remaining here. 3rd and 5 for Combs.
Double twins, shotgun single back set.
They're talking it over. Quarterback getting everybody set. It's Hale. Badgers are looking. Now the throw off to the left-hand side, and that is caught. Do they call it? Yep, first down at the 40-yard line, about a 17-yard catch there.
That was crazy. He's a right-handed quarterback. He rolled left and did a nice little out pattern. The receiver did a nice out route, and the ball was placed very well.
So redemption for Combs as they are now on their own 41 with a first down. 14-6 so far. Now a run off to the left. Oh, tripped up that time by the Badgers, and he lost a couple of yards.
That was Kassoon. Came up very well out of the linebacker slot. And
fast play.
Yeah. Lost about 1 yard.
Really good one for the Badgers there. So, yeah, they're going to give him forward momentum, but they tripped him up a few yards behind that. Yeah. So 2nd and 11, Coach.
That's where the ball fell. Lean forward.
All right. Hale out of the gun, and he's going to take it himself off to the left-hand side. Not much room there. He got to the sidelines after picking up about 3.
Good field by our linebackers outside. I got a feeling it was Adam Lloyd and Kassoon on that side.
And the first couple of, we were talking about the first couple of plays, couple of 20-yard runs there. But then I think the Badgers, when they held them in 3 plays down at the goal line, that was a good shift right there.
That sure was, yeah. That goal line stance was great.
3rd and 9 now at their own 42. Hale trying to draw the Badgers offside, nothing doing, so he fades back for a quick screen pass. I think he's got the first down and more just over the line. That'll be a first down.
It'll be a first down. Nice little screen pass.
10-yard gain on that one.
That's where Badgers got to watch their rush. When they come through easy, they settle.
Yep.
When you have an easy way through, you settle.
Both teams have managed to accomplish a couple of good screen passes.
Yes, they have.
So we may be seeing a lot of short yardage situations, but you never know. The Badgers do like to air it out.
Yes, they do. They're big plays.
I think Uriah has surprised some teams this year. He has certainly matured as a quarterback.
He really has. I mean, we've got in 4 games we have 8 long touchdowns, so 2 per game.
Here it is, 1st and 10 pitch,
halfback
and now
pass.
Halfback option pass.
Oh.
Almost intercepted. Oh, my goodness. Uriah Tannett once again had his hands on it. I think he was looking for the goal line instead of the ball, Coach.
Yeah, that was a floater. That kid hung that thing way up and let it float. And that scares the heck out of a coach, seeing his free safety come flying over like that.
Did I mention he's fast? He is fast.
He's fast. He got there before that ball came all the way down. Again, that halfback kind of floated that thing. Guy was wide open, but a line drive shot would have been nice, but he floated that pass.
2nd and 10 for Combs. We're nearing the end of the first quarter. Handoff up the middle, probably about 3 yards there.
Jeff Cote again.
And again, right up the middle, and the Badgers seem to be plugging those holes. 25 seconds, and clock is ticking. We might get one more play off here.
I think Hannah was in on that tackle there.
14-6 is our score, and I think Combs might be content to let the clock run out here. 10 seconds remaining. Yeah, they're running back and forth. The quarterback Hale is talking to the coach. They're not going to make it. So,
nope.
At the end of the first quarter of Homecoming 2024, the Badgers lead the Combs Coyotes 14-6. Stay tuned, folks. Much more to come, and we'll take a 30-second timeout and be back with the second quarter right after this.
I'm Missy Townsend, Prescott High School Athletic Director. Prescott Unified School District is the place for you. We offer year-round opportunities for student athletes with our full lineup of fall, winter, and spring sports. Our certified and experienced coaches work with our student athletes to compete at the region and state levels. Whether it's in our intramural sports at Granite Mountain, taking part in one of the 6 sports programs at Mile High Middle School, or finding your place in one of the 19 different programs at Prescott High School, we want to see you be part of our tradition of excellence. Once a Badger, always a Badger.
Second quarter now getting ready to get underway here at Bill Shepherd Field. Welcome back home, alumnus. you're witnessing a good game so far, or listening to one. 14-6, Badgers in the front, and Combs now facing about a 3rd and 7 situation, Coach.
Yep, that's about what we got going, 3rd and 7, and let's see what they do to keep this thing alive.
Combs not looking too bad this first quarter.
No, they're not at all.
So Hale now moving right to left on your screen, out of the gun. Shovel pass up front, and the Badgers read it right away. He only got about a yard or two, and now we've got 4th and 5 at about the 44-yard line. Now what? Here comes the punting unit.
Yep.
So, Coach, first quarter impressions. Your thoughts on the Badgers?
Badgers are doing well. I mean, their defense is holding their own right there. The offense is making big plays and getting some points on the board. So they're playing solid, and they're not making mistakes.
Punter standing on his own 42. Josiah Peoples waiting back high. Floater, he calls for a fair catch, and the ball takes a Prescott bounce. It landed at about the 20 and then suddenly bounced back toward Combs, and then they finally call it dead at the 27 before it gets any further.
Yeah. It's one thing you don't want that ball coming back. We do, they don't.
A Badger bounce on homecoming. So, it's okay. You can have that once in a while.
Yeah. And Combs, for a fairly young team, is doing fairly good. As far as maintaining stuff. They made a couple mistakes, interception and a big penalty, but they're moving the ball and they're staying composed.
Second game of a 3-game homestand for the Prescott Badgers. Perfect night for football tonight. Uriah Tennett back in the gun, 1st and 10 on their own 27-yard line. 14-6, and Uriah once again draws them offside. Goodness.
You don't give a good offensive team any more free yards than you have to.
Guys, on Combs, you don't listen to the quarterback. You watch the offensive line.
The movement of the ball or the movement of a man.
Yep. 1st and 5 now for the Badgers. Handoff up the middle, and a host of Combs Coyotes. 4.5 yards. It's going to be real close to a first down.
Is that Brazino?
I think so.
Or was it? No, I think it was.
Well, they're going to give it to him. 5 yards, first down.
I think that was Lloyd.
Picks up enough for another Badger. First down.
Okay, so the Badgers on their own 37, 1st and 10.
Oh, we got a trips right motion left.
Tennett hands it off up the middle, and again, nothing doing there. Combs was ready for that, about a yard or two.
Combs isn't doing well against the run, or is doing fairly well against our run. They just can't contain Tennett or Gunderman.
It seems like they were blitzing pretty hard first part, but then Uriah caught them for that touchdown run, and that's kind of put a stop to that.
Now they got a 4 front.
2nd and about 7. Badgers have spread out their offense. Uriah fades out to the left. He's under. He is being pursued and finally has to throw it. There might have been a catch, but I think he was out of bounds anyway. Uriah was under pressure pretty fast off the line.
Yeah, this defensive end coming off the left for Combs covered some ground.
Okay, guys, pick up the chains because we have a 3rd down right now. 3rd and about 9, I'd say, here.
Big pass play coming up.
Near midfield. I don't know, Coach. I would almost air it out over the middle.
Yeah, we'll see what they got. They got their 2 good receivers out there. And
wait a minute. We have a penalty against Combs. Oh. Personal foul. Well, scratch that. 15-yard penalty, first down in Badger territory at about the 47-yard line.
They might have hit Tennett over there. We couldn't see.
Yeah, Tennett was heading over off the sideline over the Combs side and got hit as he was going out of bounds.
Yeah,
Seemed like he was well enough inbounds when he got hit, but I don't know.
I know that defensive end was on full force, so maybe he couldn't stop. And
it happens, yeah.
It happens.
They do try and take care of the kids here. That's for sure. The officials do on that kind of thing. 1st and 10 out of the gun. Uriah standing at midfield. Handoff up the middle for the Badgers and breaks a tackle off to the right. Looks like a first down. And that was number 21 for the Badgers. Adam Lloyd again. Great.
He bounced out of there. I mean, he was in there and bounced out. I have no idea how he did that.
Great cut anyway.
Unless I may have missed a lead back. They tackled, and he bounced off the backside.
So 1st and 10 at about the 32-yard line for the Badgers. They are moving with 10 minutes remaining here in the second quarter, 14-6.
We're doing a triangle trips right.
Uriah
And
pitch off to the left.
They tried to overload, and that's what they did.
Lloyd again. He's got a first down and more as he heads out of bounds. Now they're going to say he's out at about the 16-yard line. Another Badger first down.
See, they're putting that little trips formation in, isolating Lloyd and Tenet on that opposite side, which was a perfect overload. They're matching them up on, one-on-one almost.
And now they're calling for a timeout, and I would say that is a Badger timeout. So both teams have expended one in this half with about 9:47 to go. Folks, on this night, don't forget, tonight's game is brought to you by the Yavapai Food Bank. They're making a difference in Yavapai County since 1992. Just as good as alumnus anywhere here as well. And so we welcome them and thank them for their support during Badger football, the Yavapai Food Bank. Which reminds me, they're in Prescott Valley and Bradshaw Mountains having their homecoming tonight as well, Coach.
Oh, wow, I had no idea about that. It's about time.
Where I grew up, our homecoming with our biggest rival was on the same week. So we would the homecoming game would be shared between the two teams.
Oh, wow.
Back and forth every year.
That's pretty cool.
It was very interesting. One of the weird oddities of Illinois football. Okay. Anyway, 1st and 10 for the Prescott Badgers. Again, they're on the Combs, I'd say 16-yard line. A couple of good penalties and a couple of good runs by Adam Lloyd there. And the Badgers are moving. Uriah fades to the right. He wants to throw. He's under pursuit. He cuts back to the left. He's got two Combs Coyotes on his back. Long throw to the sideline. Nothing doing there.
Penalty.
Now, how did
a late hit or what? I can't tell.
How did he pick up a penalty?
I didn't see anything. I have no idea.
I thought he was well enough ahead of those defenders. Well, let's see what the referee here says.
Now, there might have been a hold on our blockers. I have no idea. Or a legal block.
Well, with Uriah and the Badgers are backing up. I think you're right, Coach. We'll see what they say here. When you've got your quarterback under pursuit, anything could happen.
Yeah.
Holding against the Badgers.
Okay.
There it is.
That was a hold or illegal block. See, he was back there a long time, and players try to make a little extra to make sure he's okay, and
yep.
Sometimes you.
So the ball goes back to the 26-yard line on the left hash. So we're going to call it, say, about a 2nd and 19 to go. And now the Badgers, not in any hurry, 9.5 minutes to go here in the second quarter.
Stay composed. A lot of time left.
Well, you hand it all to Uriah Tenet. He's kept his head about him all year long and done pretty well for himself.
Yes, he has.
And the rest of the Badgers looking a whole lot better than last year as they've had a year to mature.
No doubt about that. And like I said, those tough three games, that matures you real fast.
And here we go. The Badgers have to call a second timeout. No idea why that was. Uriah Tenet went back in the gun, took one look around and didn't hesitate, called a timeout. So I don't know now I'm not sure what's up.
Could have been confusion on the play or missing a player. I don't even know.
I don't see any of the players coming out, so It wasn't like we had a wrong person in or anything. Well, folks, don't forget we've got a lot more coming up. We had a lot more going on homecoming week for the Badgers. The volleyball team beat Coconino 3-1 on Monday. Now they host Lee Williams Monday at 6 o'clock. You might want to come check out the game. It's a great team. Boys golf took part in the Anthem Invitational earlier today. Don't have a result on that. In flag football, the Lady Badgers were at Shadow Ridge last night. They won 20-0 to go 4-0 on the season. Badger football doing themselves proud this year.
They sure are.
Our first year of flag football for the girls, so go Badgers.
Have fun for them.
1st and 19 now.
Oh, he had him, but.
Oh, a pitch up the middle, and then finally nothing doing. I think he might have lost a yard or two there, Coach.
He did. Yeah, it looks like it was going to be a pitch, but somebody grabbed Tenet, spun him a little bit, and
2nd and 20, loss of a yard. Beautiful night for football, I'll tell you.
Yeah, sure is.
And we've had a good crowd here for homecoming. The student section is full. The rest of it's full. Good crowd tonight.
It is. We're going to go for a pass, or they're going to let Tanette run when they have these receivers take a bunch of guys away. We'll find out.
Uriah straight back, fades
There
back,
it
long
is.
throw
There
down
he
the
is.
middle, and
Wide
touchdown. Josiah Peoples, I believe, and the Badgers score again.
What they do, they isolate. They got 2 receivers, and right now no corners can stay with them.
Quite a homecoming game, 20-6 now with 8:43 remaining in the first half. Both teams are looking okay, but now it looks like Combs is starting to feel the pressure a bit.
Yeah, I would say they would. Like I said, 2 of our receivers, 2 big touchdowns. Not short ones either. They were nice size touchdown throws. Wide open, both of them.
Here comes the kick, and it is blocked. Blocked on the... That is the first missed PAT for the Badgers this season. Wow.
Yeah, we've been very good. He was 22 for 22 going into that one.
Wow. Well, so after that, it is still Prescott 20, Combs 6. We will be back with more after a 30-second break here on KYCA.
Hi, I'm Missy Townsend, Prescott High School Athletic Director. Prescott Unified School District is the place for you. We offer year-round opportunities for student athletes with our full lineup of fall, winter, and spring sports. Our certified and experienced coaches work with our student athletes to compete at the region and state levels. Whether it's in our intramural sports at Granite Mountain, taking part in one of the 6 sports programs at Mile High Middle School, or finding your place in one of the 19 different programs at Prescott High School, we want to see you be part of our tradition of excellence. Once a Badger, always a Badger.
Back at Bill Shepherd Field, the Badgers up 20-6 after a blocked PAT. So, Coach, that 2-point conversion that they missed, that's not so bad now.
Just got nullified.
So Gunderman.
That's unusual that that happened against
technically he didn't miss. He just got blocked. So
yep.
All right, Gunderman with the kickoff from the 40. High, long kick, and this is going to go in the end zone, and Combs is going to have it at their own 20. Well, Coach, as we said before, it seems like in the first series or two, Combs was really off to the races against Uriah Tanette. And that goal line stand seemed to have changed something for both teams.
It did, but also we put in some extra blockers on these pass plays.
Mm-hmm.
So even though they went into trips, he had plenty of time back there to throw. So they beefed up the line. I think they put in a tight end and gave him a little more pass protection because he sat back there and had time to lay that out.
So 1st and 10, Hale back in the gun for Combs on their own 20-yard line. 8:43 left here in the first half. Badgers in the backfield. He's under pursuit. Hale finally tucks the ball in and runs, and I think he got a first down on that one.
He did. He got about 10 or 11 yards.
Hale just saw open daylight, and he decided to make a run for it, being hotly pursued by a Badger, who finally brought him down. Hale keeping his head, too, even though he's a sophomore. He looks like he's destined for some good things a year or two down the road.
Yeah, I think he said Peoples tackled him from what I could hear.
Josiah Peoples. 1st and 10 for the Badgers, for the Combs Coyotes. They're on their own 33. Badgers showing blitz, handoff up the middle. Came down fast, about a 2-yard gain. Josiah Peoples on the tackle that time.
I think that was Moak on the run, number 14 or number 11. They're running back Moak.
Badgers have been keying in on the run after the first few series, and that has shut down Combs considerably because Hale is got his time in the back, but it looks like he's just floating them out a few yards too long most of the time.
Yeah, we're running a 3 front on defense, five linebackers.
This ought to be interesting.
Yeah.
Hale, long pass down the middle,
There's
way
another
over his head, and nearly intercepted again by Uriah Tanette. I'm not sure he saw that one coming.
Yeah, I'm not sure either, but to be honest with you, I wouldn't throw anywhere around Tanette.
You would think they've learned their lesson now.
I do those little out patterns and just keep it away because Tanette covers that ground really well on any wide receivers.
But then again, as fast as he is,
yes,
I mean, he can make up ground quickly on some of those throws.
Yep.
And especially Hale seems to be really airing them out.
Yeah.
They're throwing some rainbows.
Yeah, they were doing a couple nice little out patterns, but it's dangerous to try and go deep all the time with the net back there.
Nevertheless, 3rd and 7 at their own 36-yard line. Out of the gun, Hale, quick pass over to the left, caught for another screen, but it wasn't good enough for a first down this time. Did I see a flag come in?
So far I didn't see it. Yeah, Lloyd was good at
okay.
Strong safety came up, made the tackle.
So 4th and 5, they're not hesitating. They're bringing out the punting unit.
Yeah.
7:15 remaining, 20-6 in favor of the Badgers on homecoming 2024. And again, you got to think, I mean, the Badgers are looking like almost like they can do no wrong at this point. They made their mistakes, but they're doing good.
Yeah.
High, long punt this time. Uriah Tennette fading back, going to let it roll, and he's getting away from it. And it finally rolls out of bounds at about the 14-yard line.
That's a nice little punt.
So the Badgers have some ground to make up. Good punt that time. I'd say nearly 50-yard punt.
Yeah, that was a very nice punt, nice roll.
So Uriah Tennette comes back out as quarterback again. By the way, Prescott Badgers cross country is at Desert Twilight Invite tonight. The swim team are at the Craig Cummins meet in Mesa today and tomorrow. And badminton lost their first match of the season, unfortunately, to Chaparral. And that's their first match they lost. So the Badgers are really doing well this year all around. Out of the gun, right up the middle, Uriah takes the ball himself, avoids a few tackles, and finally gets up to about the 27. Good enough for a first down.
Brought down on the play by Levi England.
Yeah, Levi England came up behind him, tackled him.
He had a good open field up the middle.
He did. And like I said, he's shifty. He maneuvered a couple linebackers in there. Saw the opening.
Tennette slow to come back into the game. He took a quick talk with the coach, Coach Cody Collette. And now back to the gun, looking around and shifting the Badgers around a bit.
Okay, it looks like we're going into quads left. Tight end, two wide receivers.
In motion and a handoff to the left. Badgers takes and that's number 17, Trace Overton.
Trace Overton.
As he manages to turn around the left side and move straight up the field for about 4 yards on that one.
Yep.
3rd and 6 for the Badgers, I believe. 2nd and 6. Excuse me. Clock continuing to run. 5:47 remaining in the first half. 20-6 lead for the Badgers.
Okay, they're going back in that formation again. They got quads, tight end, wide receiver, 2 back on the right side.
Uriah taking his time. Same formation, man in motion. And this time Uriah keeps it, but they are back, and the Combs is back in the backfield immediately. No gain on that one.
That looked like a planned middle draw with the quarterback. But Combs was there to stop it.
The Coyotes said, nothing doing there, Uriah.
Yep. But the guy like Uriah, you got to have like a fox in the box, somebody on him all the time.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I mean, and one man typically is not good enough, you know. I'm just so impressed with these Badgers this year as they move in, as a lot of the team moves into their senior year. They've done themselves proud this year so far.
Yes, they have.
Including that absolutely shocking game, the first game at Prescott, where they were up 35-0 before you even blinked.
Yeah, that poor team. I don't think that team's won 2 games in 2 or 3 years. So.
Now, what do we got here? Offsides against Prescott?
Yeah, illegal motion.
Illegal motion,
yep.
Excuse me. So 3rd down and 13 here. First real long yardage test for the Badgers this deep in their own territory.
And we're big for picking up long yardage.
He's not afraid to throw it.
2 wide receivers out there. And
Uriah, he's looking to throw, scrambles to the right, and throws wide open right down. And the Badgers have a first down. Number 84, Eli Allen.
Eli Allen, that's a tight end. So it's a tight end release.
Great play for the Badgers. 35-yard play there.
It's a nice play as they send those wide receivers down, clear it out, and then your tight end drags behind, and he's wide open.
We'll call it about 40 yards on that one. 1st and 10, and now they're in Combs territory at the 46 with 4:20 and counting here in the first half. Now this time Uriah is under center. Don't see that often. Fades back to the left, under pursuit again very quickly. Long throw down the field and caught, and a flag on the play. Are they going to call it a touchdown? Yes. Didn't see who caught that one. I think they're going to decline
21,
that one, Coach.
I think it's Lloyd. I think.
I'd like to say Lloyd. Not sure on that one, but that is a touchdown no matter which way you slice it there. And the Badgers have a 20-point lead with 4 minutes remaining in the first half.
Like I said, 2 big pass plays in their end zone. That's what they do, big plays.
Just a moment ago, the Badgers were on, it was deep in their own territory with a long third down, and the next thing you know, we got a score.
Yep.
Okay, now hold on. They're talking this over here. It's obviously pass interference in the end zone, but how are they going to get half the distance there? Pass interference defense.
Yep, looks like they are.
Calling the touchdown, and I guess they're going to penalize. They're going to do the penalty on the kickoff.
I think declined and took the result of the play.
Well, yes, you're right. Yeah, obviously.
Yeah. So it's regular extra point.
Gunderman. Let's not get this blocked this time. And right down the middle, perfect. And the Badgers take a 21-point lead with 4 minutes remaining in the game. The Badgers 27, the Combs Coyotes 6, back after this 30-second timeout.
It's Gina with the City of Prescott. It's time for this year's bulk item collection event, and we'll be coming through your neighborhood to collect those items that are too big for your regular trash bins beginning August 19th through October 4th. Remember to bag, box, bundle, and tie your items. Place them neatly at the curb by 6 a.m. of your designated Monday. To find out your week for this special event, go to PrescottRecycles.com. Bulk item collection is exclusive to residential trash customers. Commercial businesses and communities on dumpsters are not eligible.
And we're back here at Bill Shepherd Field. Jason Zunzaletta with Coach Lou Benetone. 27-6. The Badgers leading with 4 minutes remaining. And yeah, they took the penalty on the kickoff, and so the Badgers are kicking from the Combs 45-yard line. So, Coach, the question is, how far is this going to go past the end zone?
Well, let's see.
The band better watch themselves back there.
Might end up in the track.
Hopefully Gunderman's going to take it easy on him this time. The kick is high and long, and now there's a penalty there's a flag, or at least a whistle on the play.
We might have been offsides.
Well, when you're kicking from the opposing 45, things happen, you know.
Yep.
I don't see a call. I think they're going to, if they say offsides, that'll be 5 yards.
That's what they did.
And now the Badgers will be kicking from the
45.
From the 45. So here we go again. We're going to re-kick. Again, 27-6. Badger lead. And you're getting the feeling, Coach, the momentum is just shifting now towards the Badgers, even with a 27-6 lead. There's the kick through the uprights and way down the track. So,
yep.
1st and 10. The Badgers never really have lost the momentum, but it looks like they're just gaining now.
Yeah, they're just I'm not sure if Combs lost a little bit, but we're just a big play team. And we get the players that can make them, and that's what they're doing.
Right. Well, Combs came out, and they were really hitting. They were doing well. And still, Uriah is getting under pursuit almost every play when he goes back for a pass. So that's something.
Yeah. He's got time to throw when they do a certain formation, which gives him these opportunities to hit these big, long passes.
Okay, 1st and 10. 4 minutes remaining in the first half, folks, and then we've got a long halftime with homecoming. Hale pitches off, and now a pitch back and a long pass. Hale is off to the left and just over his head. I'm sorry, that wasn't Hale. That was number 11. That was a razzle-dazzle play in the backfield. Branson Moak took the snap, double handoff, and then they tried to throw to Moke, who was going down the left sideline, but it was over his head by a few yards, and then there's a penalty, and that's going to be on Combs. They're starting to back up now.
Didn't see the call, so I don't know what it is.
Not yet. Still talking. I'm betting. That was in the Combs backfield where the flag was. Here comes the referee.
Illegal shift.
And that'll put the ball back at the 10-yard line. Second down, and, are we at a first or a second down here? The sideline says second. The scoreboard says first.
It should be first, because that should be.
Okay, we'll call it 1st and 20 now.
Yeah. Back
on their own 10. Combs better not be calling another razzle-dazzle back there. They can't afford that one. 3:54 remaining in the first half. Fades back long. Looking, and drugged down and lost a couple of yards, and here come the flags again. Sacking the quarterback down at about the 8-yard line, but the flags came in before the play was over.
I think that was Hannah. I wonder if he got a face mask or something. Nope.
Under pursuit, you never know, but the Badgers are backing up. So here it comes.
Personal foul, is that what that was?
That looked like it. Personal foul against the Badgers. First down at the 25-yard line for Combs. No. They're going to say it's a second down.
Yeah,
He didn't make it to the first down.
Past the chains, yep.
Okay, so 2nd and 5 now for Combs. Long handoff, bounced off the line, finally picked up probably about 2 yards on that one.
That was hard 2 yards for him.
Yeah, 3rd and 3.
Our linebackers were all in there. Brody, Kassoon, looked like Chamberlain.
Update for those of you following Major League Baseball, courtesy of Mr. Phil King. Thank you, Phil. San Diego 5, Diamondbacks 2 in the bottom of the 4th. Key series for the Diamondbacks this weekend, as they all seem to be in September. 27-6 here with the Badgers leading with 3 minutes remaining and counting. 3rd and 3. Badgers are in the backfield, causing him to scramble. Still got a chance. Quick screen pass, first down and more. Combs is across the 40-45 midfield and finally brought down at the Badger 45-yard line. Good screenplay. They pulled off a few.
That was about a 30-yard gain.
Looked like a broken play. A couple of Badgers made it into the backfield and kept his head, and now they're talking again. Did we have a flag back there?
I don't see one down there, but who knows?
Well, Combs is already walking backward. Not good for them. The flag is at the Combs 45-yard line. So there might have been, again, probably a hold or something like that during the run. And that is coming back.
Oh, my goodness.
So what do we got?
Why was the flag way up here, though?
At the 45,
There's
right.
a flag there, too.
Oh, okay.
I missed that flag. That must have been a hold.
Yeah, there was a flag back at the 25. That's the hold right there, I'll bet you. So that brings it back to the line of scrimmage, 3rd and 4.
They're still talking, though. Let's see.
Now the referee is saying they're waving it off.
No, maybe there was 2.
Okay.
Nullified it.
Nullified play.
Brought it back.
So 3rd and 4 once again,
Play
back
again.
at their own 26-yard line. 2:44 remaining in this first half that seems to be going on for a while. Finally, the referees move off. Well, no, they're waiting one more over the ball.
Sheesh.
Okay, now the clock is starting, and here we go. 3rd and 4.
Twins right, twins left. Quick pass. Whoa.
Pass to the right, and just through his hands, out of bounds, incomplete pass. So now 4th and 4, and another flag over on the long sideline. Pass interference?
I couldn't tell you.
They were tangled up a bit.
Yeah.
I thought they both had an equal shot at the ball, but you never know. They're closer than I am, and they don't.
And there could have been a bump when the ball was in the air, too. Let's see.
Yeah, let's see what we've got here. Nobody's moving yet. And the Badgers, nobody's moving. Still talking. Okay, what do we got here?
Waved it off.
Waved it off, so 4th and 4 now for Combs.
Here comes the punt team.
Yeah, you got to that deep. Even though you're down 21, you can't give up an easy one.
No, you can't do that.
So on this beautiful homecoming night for Prescott, a 27-6 lead with 2.5 minutes to go. Jason Zenzaletta, Coach Lou Benetone, you're listening to KYCA Prescott, K278CN Prescott. It is just shy of 8 o'clock on a gorgeous Friday night. And here comes the punt. Almost blocked that time. Josiah Peoples hits the ball, fumbles it, loses it, and that is a turnover. Combs got the ball.
Combs recovered the ball.
Wow. Okay, a very rare mistake there for the Badgers. Josiah Peoples bobbled the ball, lost it, had to go back and run for it, and Combs was all over it first.
Yep.
And now a spark of life for the Coyotes with 2:26 left here in the first half. I think this is the deepest they've been since that first touchdown.
I think it is.
1st and 10 on the Badger 31-yard line. Out of the gun, Hale hands off. No, trickery and finally a sweep right. Down the sideline and out of bounds finally at about the 25. So 2nd and 4 now for Combs. They stopped the clock at 2:19.
Picked up about 6 yards. His end around.
I have to say, the Badgers have been pretty good on their turnovers this year. You don't see mistakes like that too often with this team.
No, you don't. That's a rare one for them.
2nd and about 4. Out of the gun. Quick pitch to the left. Turns the corner close to a first down. The Badgers finally bring him down at the 23. I think he's short.
We're at about 2 yards.
3rd down and 2.
Okay, 3rd and 2. Key critical thing for Combs. They don't come away with a score here, Coach. You go into the locker room down 3 touchdowns. That's not good.
No, that doesn't help the spirit at all.
They come off here with a score, though. Whew. Okay, 3rd and 2.
Right.
Hale out of the gun.
Twins right, twins left. Tailback. Whoa.
Oh, a quick option up the front. 1st down and more. That was a good one for Combs.
That was a nice little
1st down. That was Isaac Jeffcoat again.
Yep.
Right up the middle. I'd say he got about 10 yards on that one.
That was a little quick toss pass right up the middle.
Right up the middle, and they just walked right through it. So 1st and 10 for Combs on the Badger 13-yard line, 1:20 and counting. Combs in no hurry. I think they got 2 timeouts remaining. The Badgers have 1. They want to make the most of this one, but the Badgers need to hold here. 1st and 10 out of the gun. Fades back. Badgers all over him and sacked at the 20-yard line. Now that was about as picture perfect as you could be on defense.
Yeah, so Jacob Chamberlain. Gunnar Parr's back. Oh, good. I thought he wasn't going to play because of his shoulder, but Gunnar Parr's back.
Good for him.
Linebacker and Chamberlain.
Hard to miss that homecoming game, Coach.
Yeah,
you know,
definitely is.
All right, so Combs is now on the Badger 21-yard line. They gave him quite a loss there, more than I thought. And now there's a penalty. Holding against the Badgers.
Huh.
That must have come late. No matter. They're going to lose the yardage on that one, and now 1st down and about 4 yards to go at the Badger 8-yard line. 1st and 4. Hale in the backfield. 54 seconds remaining. He fades back, throws left, screen pass, but missed it. Dropped.
Wide open too.
Yeah, caught it. Looked like it was down around his knees.
Yep.
He was trying.
Little low.
So the clock stops with 47 seconds to go in the first half. 27-6 Badgers, but Combs threatening as we get ready to head into the locker room. Stay tuned. At halftime here today, the Badgers, we've got an interview between John Rust and Michael Zeminski from the cross-country team. No senior spotlight this week. We'll have homecoming on the field. Handoff up the middle. Nothing. No, Hale kept it. I don't know if he made it over the
end.
He's
about on the 1 foot line.
They're going to call it dead at the 1. He reached out over the goal line, Coach, and I thought he made it, but they are calling the knee down.
Yep.
And they better get moving. 33 seconds to go. First and goal on the goal line. And there.
He's in.
Yep, that's it. Touchdown for the Coyotes with 27 seconds remaining in the first half. And it's the only thing keeping them going now, but
that was good time management and
I'd say
good execution, some plays.
I'd say that was Jeffcoat that time, right, Coach?
Yes, that was Jeffcoat.
So that's 2 touchdowns for him. 27-12 is the score. We're going to see if they actually, they're going to run a 2-point conversion again off to the right. Throw into the end zone all alone, and he got it.
Wide open.
And now the Badgers are in a deficit in terms of first extra points as the score 27-14. We're going to keep it here right now for the last 27 seconds of the half. Don't forget, as we said, stick around at halftime. If you're listening to KYCA, you're going to hear our halftime and streaming. We're going to be doing a halftime interview, John Rust with Michael Zeminski from Cross Country. We'll have a news update at halftime on KYCA, and then back to the festivities here at Bill Shepherd Field. Well, Coach, homecoming, you're looking good, and all of a sudden the opposing team gets a touchdown with no time left.
Yep, we took advantage of a couple turnovers last week. This week they took advantage of a turnover and
no time.
Fumble punt return.
Not in terrible shape, but not a good way to go into the locker room.
No. They'll regroup here. We'll see what happens here. Be interested if they kick or do a little squib so there's no return. Because our return men are, they're a threat back there. We get some speed with Gunderman and Peoples back there, and they can definitely make things happen.
27 seconds remaining, 27-14 Badgers as Combs gets ready to kick it off from their own 40-yard line. Good game tonight so far, but the Badgers really keeping their heads about them, doing well.
They are.
Squib kick up the middle. The Badgers manhandle it at about the 25. Nothing doing there.
What I thought they were going to do, a little squib. Didn't want to return by any of those threat receivers back there, returners.
Yeah, no risk with 27 seconds left.
Nope.
You don't do that. I think if I were the Badgers, I think I'd be running this one out.
Yeah.
They're on their own 25-yard line. Time to take a rest, go regroup.
Or they try one long bomb.
You never know with Uriah. That's for sure.
Your 2 receivers out there, 2 wide receivers.
Uriah's in the zone.
So we got quads out there on the left side, motion this way. Now it's trips and twins.
Uriah fades back to
Uriah
the
do
to
enough
the left.
back there to stay back there. He may find somebody open. A little short, throwing it out of bounds.
So ran 8 seconds off, so 17 seconds remaining. 2nd and 10.
That was good coverage on the part of Combs on their receivers. So that had nowhere to go.
He has been hurried on a lot of his pass plays tonight.
Yeah, Combs has been coming. They said, John put a little note, they're not a bad little defense, which they aren't. At least they're pursuing. Good pursuit.
And not afraid to take it to Tanette.
No.
That's good. So now the Badgers standing around thinking about what they want to do, and it looks like I'm thinking they're looking at I think they might be just running this one out now.
They might put it in the hands of Tanette and let him scramble it. No, they're going to try another little pass there.
Tanette now back to the 10 and further back being pursued. Finally looking, throws down the middle. Picked off at the 45-yard line as the Badger receiver slipped and fell, and finally Combs has the ball. And they're going to call it dead at about the 40-yard line of the Badgers with 1 second remaining. Coach, you got a chance.
Yep. They're pursuing Tanette. I thought we moved in some men that were going to give him a little more protection, but he is scrambling pretty hard.
Threw it back against himself over the middle, and just as he let go, the Badger receiver slipped and fell, and that left a defensive player wide open.
Wide open.
again, a rare interception for Uriah Tenet. And now the Badgers want to talk this one over with 1 second remaining. You got nothing to lose, Coach.
Yep. Nope.
Well, stick around for halftime, folks. And tonight's game is brought to you in part by the Badgers' biggest fans, the Prescott Unified School District. Every child, every day. Be sure to support your Badgers with your Arizona tax credit. It's never too early. Go to PrescottSchools.com for more information. I'll tell you what, Coach, when I was going to school here, it was Dr. Jim Howard who was our superintendent. That's one of my great memories from the Badgers, as he wrestled one of our top wrestlers as the Masked Avenger. That was funny. Had no idea it was him until it was too late.
Yeah, he was a character, that's for sure.
1 second remains. Hale, 5 receivers going long. Badgers in pursuit. Horn sounds, finally a screen pass, and he gets down to about the 20. He's still in bounds, and finally the Badgers bring him down at the 20-yard line. Good try, not quite there, and we're at halftime, Coach.
We are.
And I'll tell you, good effort by the Badgers, but really good effort by the Coyotes. They're not giving up.
They're not giving up. They're a team that's, like I said, they're a young team, but they seem to be a spirited team, and they're a disciplined team. They're a well-disciplined team.
Okay, so at the half, 27 for the Badgers, 14 for the Coyotes. Homecoming 2024, folks. If you're not here, well, too bad, because this is going to be a nice ceremony as usual. The Badgers do well by that. So at halftime, if you're listening or you're watching on our streaming, and hello to everybody around the world on our streaming broadcast, all those of you in Rangerland in Illinois and the rest of everyone enjoying the game. Halftime interview with the cross country's Michael Zeminski coming up with John Rust. The local news will also be coming up, and then we'll have more from halftime at Prescott and Bill Shepherd Field. Thanks for joining us tonight. Back after this 30-second break with our interview. Enjoy your halftime, folks. More coming up.
Savings are in full view with great discounts on our American-made blinds and shutters here at Blind Brothers Arizona. Hi, this is Jeremy, and if your window treatments are in need of an upgrade, then now is the time to shop with us during our 45th anniversary sale. Save on Hunter Douglas and Lafayette product lines with a variety of blinds, shutters, and custom fabrics. Whether you've been with us since the beginning or just moved to town, we invite you to celebrate this milestone with us. Book a free consultation today and visit blindbrothersaz.com.
Welcome to our halftime interview, where we feature one of the many other sports teams at Prescott High School. And today we are featuring the Prescott cross country team. And joining me on the phone is Michael Zeminski. He is the head coach of those teams. Coach, good evening, and thank you very much for joining us here for our halftime show.
Hey, John. Thanks for having me.
So, Coach, actually things have been going pretty well for the boys team. They've had some really good placings in your first few races of the season. So just tell us your thoughts on the progress you feel that the boys are making for cross country.
The boys are doing great. They're making real good, steady progress all season so far, and we got some real big fun ones coming up to hopefully secure our spot.
So who've been some of the runners who've really been key to your early season success?
Hard to name one. All of them have actually been doing really well, but Blake's standing out real strong this year. He's made a lot of progress. Then our other, top 5 runners, Will Conrad, who we got a new freshman, Leo Harrison, is doing awesome. Is that our top 5? I think that's our top 5.
And you mentioned you got some big races coming up. So where is the Prescott cross-country team going to be over the next couple of weeks?
We're going to be at Twilight for a late night on Friday during your homecoming game. And that's where everyone's really supposed to shine.
I would imagine one of the reasons for the success is probably the work that you guys did in the preseason. So talk about some of the things that the cross-country team did during the summer and before your first regular season match.
Yeah, a lot of them were working really hard over the summer. There's a big running camp that goes on over the summer that most of the team attended. And I wasn't as involved this year because most of them were really working hard on their own, even when they were on vacation and out. So everyone put in a lot of work.
And, again, it's been a pretty good season for the boys' squad. I know the girls' squad, numbers haven't been there like they have in the past, but just talk about some of the progress you feel the girls have been making.
The girls we do have all been doing really well as well. Also making good progress as we go. We only have a few of them, so we don't have a full team, but all our girls are returning athlete. Audrey's been doing awesome. She's made a lot of progress. A couple new athletes. Sarah has been doing great. We have another new athlete, Millie, that's been making good progress, and Olivia, also a returning athlete, has made good progress from last year as well. That's kind of the core of our team.
So what are some of the things you are going to try to do to hopefully boost those numbers up for next season for the girls?
Keep pushing the athletes we have to recruit people, which is hard, and hopefully the middle school is going to send some more our way too, but I hear they're struggling as well.
Okay. Well, Coach Michael Szyminski from the Prescott Cross Country team, I want to thank you very much for joining us here on the halftime show, and best of luck to you and the boys and girls squads for the rest of the season.
Thank you very much.
This is Steve Sischka with Olson's for Healthy Animals. Wander the Wild is the Highlands Center for Natural History's signature fundraising event. This year it will once again be a hybrid event with an online auction open to all from September 22nd to 28th and a live reception and auction on Sunday, September 29th from 2:30 to 5:30 on the beautiful grounds of the Windmill House in Chino Valley. All profits from the auction directly fund youth programs and scholarships to discover and explore our stunning Central Highlands. Go to highlandscenter.org for more info.
King and Queen in no particular order.
Okay, for those of you who are watching, and we're trying to bring you some of the ceremonies if you're watching for halftime here as the homecoming king and queen are getting ready to be announced.
Your second nominees are Ewan Reynolds and Ashley Bates.
We'll try and bring you what we can here as they announce the homecoming king and queen.
Your third nominees are Wyatt Pierce and Casey Heiliger.
Halftime here as the
your final nominees are Adam Lloyd and Memphis Gann.
Okay, so they have introduced everybody at this point. They're going to gather the kids on the sideline. Okay, here we go. So those of you watching at home and streaming this,
the Prescott High School student body has selected as their king and queen.
As their king and queen.
Uriah Tennett and Gracie Bureda.
So there we go, Uriah Tennett, homecoming king, and sorry, didn't quite catch the name of the queen there. We'll get that later. So congratulations to our 2024 homecoming king and queen. You had to figure it was Uriah Tennett. Let's put it that way. So there we go.
Please rise and celebrate your 2024 king and queen.
There we go. All right. So homecoming 2024 continues here at Prescott High School. And from this alumnus, it's good to see everything continuing. We're happy to have everybody here with us tonight. It's a full house practically, as only Prescott can do it on a Friday night. Beautiful night to be had. And the Badgers leading 27-14. Jason Zenzaletta sitting in for John Rust. We're missing John tonight, I can tell you that. Hope we're doing okay. Coach Lou Benetone, of course. And we're back on the radio as well. We just heard Uriah Tennett crowned homecoming king. I did not catch the name of the queen. I apologize for that. We'll try and bring that to you a little bit later when we can. Coach Lou Benetone out and about right now trying to chase down a few stories, and now the Prescott High School Marching Band is getting ready to come out on the field for their performance tonight. Well, the Badgers did pretty well through the first half. We saw a very good disciplined team tonight. Uriah Tannett all over the place, nearly picking off a couple of balls earlier. And it looked like the Badgers were going to have an overwhelming lead, but then Combs picked off a ball with only a few minutes remaining. And with about 27 seconds left, managed to punch it into the end zone and bring the score to 27-14. And they got the 2-point conversion on that as well. It is a beautiful night for Prescott High School, and if you haven't been here during September on a football night, my goodness, you're missing out. Thumb Butte has faded off into the distance for the night. The mountains are asleep, but we're all alert, awake, and alive here at Prescott High School's Bill Shepherd Field. So don't forget, of course, you can find out what's going on with Prescott sports on the Badger Sports Report weekday mornings at 6:47, weekday mornings here on KYCA. And also be sure to tune in tomorrow morning. Best of the Tri-City Sports Roundup starts at 8 o'clock tomorrow morning. 9 o'clock Healthline with Dr. David Hancock. At 10 o'clock, we've got Drive Time AZ with the guys giving you all the tips and tricks that they know on cars and automotive problems and questions. Be sure to call in 541-1016 with your questions. Then at 11 o'clock, it's Eye on Prescott with Tony Hamer and Chad DeVries. So tune in for a full morning of local programming here on KYCA beginning at 8 o'clock tomorrow morning here on the News 1490 and 103.5 FM. And if you need to know more about news and sports throughout the week, don't forget to visit our website, kyca.info, to access the top news and sports stories from around the Tri-City area. Also, you can listen to past episodes of the Tri-City Sports Roundup. You can access all of our talk shows as well on the archive link, along with some of our other shows that we do. And don't forget, you can replay this game as well if you want to. Great to see the band out here, and if you're watching and streaming, we're going to bring you the performance here as well. So what can I say? We'll try and bring you some music on the radio as well. It's a gorgeous night for football and for a great halftime show as the pride of Prescott, the Prescott Marching Band, takes to the field. And so they have taken the field. We can't bring you the song because that is part of our copyright, so I'm afraid we can't do that on the radio or streaming, but you can watch if you're on streaming and see how well this team does in the Badger Marching Band and their performance band this year in competition across the state of Arizona. They just had their, Prescott just hosted their marching band competition not too long ago, and it was a full house from what I understand. A great turnout and for the Badgers and so many other bands from around Arizona. 27-14 is our score here on KYCA. The Badgers leading on homecoming night 2024. So I'll tell you what, we're going to take a 30-second timeout on KYCA. So stay with us. We've got more to come at Prescott High School's Bill Shepherd Field right after this. Back here at Bill Shepherd Field, halftime as the Badgers lead 27-14 on homecoming 2024. Folks, I'll tell you, a lot changes, but a lot stays the same. I can remember homecoming here. The two seasons that I was here, 1987, 1988. Badgers under Coach Bill Gahn. What a remarkable guy he was. And I tell you, miss him. He's part of the Hall of Fame class this year. It was good to see him again. Didn't get a chance to say hello. I was up here in the booth and I saw him walk down. Is that Coach Gahn? It most certainly was. So fantastic, folks. And I'm going to let you in on just a little secret. We're going to be introducing you folks to something this month called The Team. Now, what is The Team? Well, you're going to find out as we go through the month of October. You just have to stay and listen to this mystery here on KYCA as we start talking to everybody about The Team. Now, what is The Team? You're going to find out. So, I know you're curious now. What is Jason talking about? Well, not even Coach Lou Benetone knows what I'm talking about. So, and he just walked back in. So, Coach.
What'd I miss?
Well, you're going to find out. You haven't missed anything because I'm telling everybody you're going to have to be listening through the month of October on KYCA to find out what The Team is.
The Team?
The Team. I think you want to be part of the team, Coach.
Okay, well, that sounds really good to me.
All right, there you go.
Any kind of a team. I'd like to see what's going on.
We've got our first person who's going to find out one of these days what the team is. What is Jason talking about? Well, folks, be patient and find out because I think this is going to be exciting for everyone. All of you folks in Prescott, I can't wait to bring you to be part of the team. The team. Okay, keep that in mind. And now, Coach, let's talk about our team, Prescott Badgers. I know you took a walk outside, ran into some of the folks downstairs. Of course, packed house tonight for homecoming.
It really is. It's a nice crowd, a lot of young kids out here, so it's nice to see that. Crowd's in a good mood, and good. Ran to Cali Cordes, and you know how he is. He talks a little bit.
Just a bit, yep. And, of course, I know that we're getting an earful from Cal Cordes, who's sitting and listening to the game tonight. Cal, always good to have you out on the other side of the radio, and looking forward to seeing you again real soon.
My mentor from 1972, so we had some good times together and a lot of trips together.
Now, don't date him. I mean, come on.
I dated me.
The man, okay, you dated yourself, but I'm going to tell you, the man could probably still take me out behind the alley and teach me a thing or two. I'll tell you, he's tough.
You shake his hand or you get a hug from him, you know you're shaking and getting a hug.
You know it. Oh, my goodness. So, Cal, hope you're having a great night out there. One of our great people who have been so influential in the Badgers for decades. And we're glad to have you around. We're glad to have everybody back for homecoming. Good to see some people out in the crowd. I was just telling everybody, we saw Bill Gahn at the Hall of Fame ceremony. He walked right under the booth. I didn't get a chance to say hello. Was that Coach Gahn? It was. Oh, my gosh.
Yes, it was. He was inducted with, those coaches were inducted in that legacy, and he was one of them. And between he and I, we coached 31 years. He had 17, I had 14 of the 31 years of Badger football.
It didn't seem like it, I tell you. When Coach Gahn left, I swear from the pictures I saw, he was the same age that he was when he came in. Yeah. He's one of those people that just don't age.
He doesn't change. Nope. He looked good.
Well, as for looking good, Badgers didn't do too bad over the first half. A few uncharacteristic mistakes, I guess, but mistakes happen.
Yeah, well, you got to give Combs the credit. The fumble recovery on the punt return and then interception, and they get a score. So it's
there's not much to be unhappy about on the Badger team in this first half, and they played well.
No, yeah, they're going to come back. They'll get it back together. They're not falling apart at all. A lot of teams, even good teams, have key mistakes, and people capitalize on them. But this team seems to hang in there and play the entire 4 quarters.
Now, if you missed the pregame, we were talking about Combs being undefeated, but yet, Coach, you were looking at the Combs schedule a little dubiously, even though they had a 2-game stretch where they scored 112 points against their opposition. You're looking at the other teams and thinking, not quite up to that caliber.
Yeah, exactly. They weren't. I mean, like I said, looking at the teams they played, Eastmark is a surprise to me. Eastmark last year did really well. I think they're still doing well, but when I saw the score was 2-0, I wasn't sure on that one. But anyway, that was probably their toughest game, Eastmark, I would have thought. Mm-hmm. But the other 3 games, and Catalina Foothills, starting out 28-21 for them, that was a battle for them. That tested them. But when you look at ours again, comparing,
Well, you're talking about 3 playoff caliber teams
exactly.
at least.
Right. And now I think from here on out in region, I think we're sitting really well. I don't think our region is as tough as it was last year. Looking at the scores and who's winning and losing. So we got through the toughest part of our schedule, I believe.
And tonight, with a win, that takes them into the conference season at 4-1 if they hold on. And they're facing a Lee Williams team, which is always at least average, if better. But so that's going to be a good final test. But they don't have to go to Kingman.
Right.
That's a big
one. Yeah, bringing them here is a plus.
And during COVID, it felt like we were going to Kingman every year.
Yes,
I swear
it did. You're absolutely right.
So
but
now
I've been trying to follow our region a little bit because I know after this one we go into the region play. But Cocoa has been good. Flagstaff seems like okay. Bradshaw, you never know, because with Bob Young, he creates a team by the end of the season.
Right.
And so no telling how tough they're going to be, because he can analyze and calculate and come up with a good offense and defense at any time. So.
Well, if you're watching on our streaming, the Prescott High School cheerleaders are out doing their thing out there, and always a great group of young ladies out there. So, Coach, as we said, we're entering the conference season. We have a home game against Lee Williams, and then there's the off week for the Badgers because of fall break. And then 4 games, a Thursday in Flagstaff, a Thursday at Bradshaw, a home game against Coconino, and then a short trip over to Cottonwood. This is perhaps the most advantageous schedule the Badgers could have ever had.
It's a great schedule. It really is. Especially going into the end of the season and going in with our region play.
Yeah.
See, when I coached, I never had a bye in all my 14 years.
Right. Yeah, that's a new thing.
But I played teams that had byes. One year I played some teams that there was 3 teams that had byes before they played us.
Oh, my goodness.
Oh, yeah. It made it tough because they had 2 weeks to prepare, 2 weeks to heal.
Yep.
We had none. So it was a challenge for us to play because they were trying to get film, and they were getting film on us and preparing for us for 2 weeks.
Yep. And now last year, this is our reward. This is the reward for the Badgers, this schedule, after last year's 3-game brutal road trip, again to Vista Grande, which is in Casa Grande, then at Combs, and then going to Kingman and facing Lee Williams.
Right.
So this is an opposite schedule season, and this is the Badgers' reward, and they're a more seasoned team this year.
Yes, they are. And like I said, that speed and experience has really come through. I think we have 17 seniors, which is really helping out the team. A young group of sophomores and juniors that are filling in and doing well. And Combs over there, who knows what's going to happen to them by next year, because, like I said, they have 8 seniors, 16 or 17 juniors, and a lot of sophomores. So, and their quarterback sophomore, a couple of receivers, and some of their linemen are sophomores.
You're looking at the Badgers you're looking at the 2023 Badgers over on the other sideline.
Yes.
And so if we face them again next year or the year after, we're going to be in for a game.
Yeah. This quarterback's a very good little quarterback for sophomore. He scrambles well, he throws well, he keeps his cool, and he executes the team very well.
He's busted a couple of runs,
Yep.
not bad, and he's kept his head again as Combs drove down to the goal line a couple of times and managed to punch it in with can't remember their player's name. What was his name?
That's Jeff Coate.
Jeff Coate. 2 touchdowns for him tonight.
Yeah.
And again, they don't seem to have a kicker. They have a punter who's good,
right,
but not a kicker because they went for 2 points, both scores, and then the Badgers amazingly had one blocked. And this was not a fumbled ball. This was speed on the part of Combs.
Right. Yeah, they must have really studied. You know, Bob Young was good at that, blocking punts and field goals and stuff. He had a team that did very well usually on that. And I think Combs concentrated on a lot of that, knowing that they have to go for 2. So they want to try to put down the other offense by blocking something.
Okay, so we know what Combs has to face, but they have an advantage now on extra points. So another touchdown and a successful 2-point conversion. Now we got a game.
Exactly right. Yeah, and they seem to, when you see a team like this, you have to do a lot of prep on this 2-point extra point conversion. You have to do a lot of defensive preparation for it because they maybe have a couple different looks. Got to make sure all men are covered. Got to be able to notify who's an eligible receiver. In some cases, the snapper's an eligible receiver.
Right.
So it's a defense that you got to kind of prepare for.
Okay, well, we're getting ready to kick off here in the second half. 27-14 for the Badgers on homecoming night. Uriah Tennett our homecoming king, and I'll get a name for the homecoming queen. I missed her on that one. I'm very sorry about that. We like to get everybody involved in this, and Combs is going to kick off to open the second half. Badgers are going to have the ball and see if they can do anything about this. Combs is by no means out of this in any way at this point.
No, they seem to be hanging in there, and we'll see what they scrib it or they kick to those dangerous return men back there. It's going to be interesting.
So here we go to kick off the second half, and we are underway at Bill Shepherd Field. Badgers moving left to right on your dial. Josiah Peoples takes the kickoff and moves it up to the 25 to the 30, and he is met and stopped. I think he got to the 30. That's where the Badgers are going to start.
See, Combs' kickoff team, they kept their lanes, closed down the middle, so they did a nice job. Prescott still did some nice blocking because we still picked up some yards and got good field position.
So the high school and the college teams are still doing traditional kickoffs. The NFL has adopted a new kickoff rule. Yeah, I know, you're shaking your head. I am too.
I got to the point where I don't even watch the kickoff anymore.
Well, I think I understand with 350-pound guys hitting
clobbering full speed ahead.
Yep.
Yeah, there's a lot of damage done in those big guys on that. There's no doubt.
Uriah Tennette keeps the ball, moves up probably about 2 yards on the 1st and 10. A fake handoff to
Uriah did it himself. He carried the ball himself. Yeah, fake handoff and he tried to go up the middle, but they contained him.
Faked it to Gunderman. And so 2nd and about 7 here for the Badgers.
Here you go with a tight end wide, 2 receiver, wide 2 backs.
And Uriah again hangs on to it straight up the middle, and here comes a flag on the play as he makes it up to about the 35.
Hold or something.
Came in late. Yep, holding on the Badgers.
Yep.
And now, the holds are starting to take hold here. I mean, both teams seem to have a little problem with that.
Yeah. Well, you know what's happening. I think Combs is a little not too bad as far as quickness on the defense, and the offensive line may be getting a little grabby because they're a little quicker than they're used to facing. Maybe not big, but they're quick.
Mm-hmm.
And the same thing may be happening with Combs with our offense, or when they're on defense.
Good Friday night here, folks. 2nd down and about 18 yards to go. They're on their own 22 now. Out of the gun, a quick pass over to the left, maybe a yard or 2 on that one. And now 3rd and very long for the Badgers. So Corey Kassoon on that one, I believe.
Yeah, they're using him a lot for catching and running. He's doing well, especially being a linebacker. Last week, he's also been our offensive tackle. He's a pretty versatile young man. Okay, we got the trips right again.
So here we go, 3rd and about 16 to go. They're on their own 23. Uriah
they're going to be looking for a big pass play here. They got to.
Under pursuit again. He turns the corner and he's going to run it. Got held up a little bit and out of bounds at the 31-yard line.
I picked up about 6 yards. It's still short.
Way short.
7 yards. 4th and 7.
So 4th and 7 here on your own 31 to start the second half. You got to think we're going to be punting this one away.
I'd keep it safe right now. There's a lot of game left. Put them back deep.
Badgers ahead 27-14.
Gunderman's out there. Looks like he's going to be punting away.
First punt for the Badgers tonight, I think.
Yeah, I think it is.
Combs, receiver, standing on the 28-yard line. A couple of good punts by Combs in the first half.
Yeah.
High snap. Gunderman gets the ball off. Long, high kick.
Kicking away from him.
Back, bouncing at the 20, at the 30. He finally gets it at the 20, avoids one tackle, and up the middle, and finally wrapped up by the Badgers at the 29-yard line. Not a bad return there.
No, I picked about 8 yards.
So 1st and 10 for Combs at the 29-yard line. Folks, tonight's game sponsored in part by Prescott True Value, locally owned and operated since 1982. They are so much more than a hardware store. Be sure to stop in there on Miller Valley Road here in Prescott to see and patronize one of our fine Badger sponsors, Prescott True Value. So Combs with the ball for the first time this half. It looks like about 10-16 remaining in the third quarter. 27-14 Badgers on this homecoming evening in Prescott.
Okay, they got their backs in tight on wings.
Quick handoff, quick run around the left side for Combs. About a 6-yard pickup there, I think. Not bad.
No, not bad at all. Right off tackle. He went right off. They had a wing back over here that did the block for the tailback.
They're going to give him 5 yards. Combs on their own 34-yard line, 2nd and 5. They do that all day. The Badgers are going to be in trouble.
Well, it looks like they went into a shotgun wing T. They had wing right, wing left. Now they're back in their twins.
Quick handoff up the middle once again. Nothing doing there, but he did manage to lean forward for about 2.
Yep. Big play here for Badger stopping him.
3rd and 3.
That was Jeff Cote again.
Yep. Tough, quick player.
Yeah, he's a big boy.
Jeff Cote is something. He's shown the Badgers a thing or two tonight, and he's kept Combs in this game by scoring both touchdowns. 9 minutes remaining in the third quarter, 27-14. And here we go. 3rd and 3 for Combs on their own 37-yard line. Hale, one man in the backfield behind him, and I think he drew the Badgers offsides.
Yep, offsides. First down.
Well, Uriah Tannet's not the only one that can pull that off.
Nope. Again, that's good discipline on Combs' part. We've been good about that. This is our first one, I think.
I think so.
Tonight.
Yeah. So 1st and 10 for Combs now, and the Combs, they're on their own 42-yard line. 8:50 remaining, and the clock is ticking. But Combs in no hurry at this point. Handoff again to Jeff Cote, cuts into the middle and up to about the 47. Another 5-yard gain.
According to that roster, Jeff Cote weighs 215. He doesn't look like it from up here, but I bet when we're down there he does.
He reminds me of if I can say it, a short Walter Payton. He's got a lot of upper body strength there.
Yep.
And it shows on his quickness too.
Yeah. He's got that power in the legs too, that's for sure.
So 2nd and 5 at the 47-yard line for Combs. Hale in the gun with one in the backfield. Fades right. Here come the Badgers. Throws to the right and just over the head on the sideline and out of bounds.
He had a lot of pressure on him there. I'm trying to see what the numbers are, but like I say, the screen does not help me at all.
Pardon me there?
The screen just does not help me with numbers at all.
Oh, no, I know. It keeps the bugs out, but it keeps the numbers out, too.
Oh, it does.
I must write a letter to management here.
Yeah,
this is
see if they can get a little portable screen here or something.
Well, I'm thinking we could cut a little hole in the middle, Coach.
Might have to.
Yeah. I don't know. There you go. 3rd and 5 for Combs at midfield on their own 47. Hale in the gun one more time.
Twins right, twins left, tailback.
They did it again.
It's another first down.
The penalties are starting to affect the Badgers. They're starting to pick up holds, and now they've been offsides twice. And I don't remember them getting called offsides much this year.
No, this is twice within 3 plays.
So 1st and 10 for Combs. They've crossed midfield. They're on the 48-yard line of the Badgers. And we've got lots of time left, 8 minutes to go here in the third quarter.
Now they're in tight. They're going to do a run here, I think, with Jeff Cote. They got quads on this side.
Nope.
They'll end around.
End around here. Badgers read it, but he still.
They did. Good defense.
Still
came around.
Yeah, number 15 for Combs. Got to see that number at least. Number 15 there was Logan Tuckfield, a senior, and usually a wide receiver and a free safety. Picked up about 2 on that one.
Yep.
2nd and 8 at the 46-yard line.
Defensive linebackers feel well that play, but I think their offensive line and some of the backs missed some key blocks.
In the gun once more.
Trips right.
2nd and 8. Quick pitch.
Quick toss underneath.
And up the field and just about to the first down.
He's going to be short about a yard. Maybe he got it. I don't know.
I don't know. It's going to be close, Coach.
Looks like they're moving it.
Yep, they're moving the chains right on the line.
They do a lot of that little toss underneath.
And
running underneath the quarterback just tosses it up.
And the Badgers don't seem to be seeing that just yet.
I think it caught the Badgers over pursuing a little bit.
So far, Combs is using up the clock and marching with some discipline here. 1st and 10 at the 38-yard line. Just getting those first downs. Tried to pitch it off, finally does. He got wrapped up.
A broken play.
Broken play, and yet the Combs Coyotes are going to make it down to about the 31.
See, that's where I'm impressed with that quarterback. He didn't panic. It got wrapped around his ankle, tossed it to his back.
Happened to see him back there.
Yep.
And again, number 15, Logan Tuckfield, who seems to be everywhere in the backfield today.
Yeah.
Hale for a sophomore. And again, if we meet Combs a year or two down the road, this is going to be a very different ball team.
Yeah.
And still, 27-14, marching and eating up the clock, 6:40 to go in the third quarter, down at the 31-yard line of the Badgers. There's the handoff over to the right-hand side. Almost got it the first down. They're going to call him down 2 yards short.
Yep.
Well, Coach, I mean, they've blasted through a goal line stand. They've got a great running back. I don't see where you can misread this play here.
No. And I'm wondering if they're going to try to go off tackle with him. He does well up the gut, but we got some good linebackers inside there, and the goal line defense kind of put a little fear into them, but they're not afraid with this 215-pound running back. Got to be explosive up front, though, if they're going to do it.
And there's the handoff right up the middle. I think they're going to – it's close.
Forward progress. Looks like he got it.
One last push.
He kept his feet going. He drove it.
Yeah, they're already moving the chains. 1st and 10 once again.
Looked like we might have had him, but he kept his feet going and just powered that little extra couple yards.
And you notice, I mean, it's right on 10 yards every time now.
Yep.
They're really marching down carefully. We're under 6 minutes to go. They have eaten up most of the clock here in the third quarter.
That's what a team has to do against an offense like ours, which has big, gigantic plays, is don't give them the opportunity to get the ball many times.
1st and 10, out of the gun, pitch over to the right-hand side and takes off around the corner, over on the far sideline, and Combs.
Got about 5, it looks like.
Yeah, again, another 4 or 5 yard gain here.
This tossing is just amazing. A little toss out, toss in.
Again, the Badgers got to be careful now. They've been prone to getting some holds and some penalties in this game. They can't lose their heads now at 2nd and about 7. On the 25-yard line of the Badgers, Combs on the move. Homecoming night. Out of the gun, fades back. Hale moving to the left. Long throw along the sideline. Caught. And I think they're, yep.
He dropped it.
Wrapped up by a Badger.
It was a good coverage.
No, wait a minute. They're going to call it incomplete.
Yeah, it was incomplete. He dropped it.
I'm sorry, I missed that. I thought he had it.
No, they dropped it. Our guy was behind him. He went up, he caught it, but when they came down, I think your defender knocked it out, or the ground did. But
still not
enough. Good coverage. So I thought he had it.
So a big play for Combs and a big play for the Badgers. 3rd and 7 on the Badgers' 25-yard line, and you know they don't have a kicking game.
Right.
So you've got to expect that this is going to be 2 plays.
Yep. Run or pass. Both of them.
Well, either or. There you go.
Either or.
Coach, that's great. Okay.
Yep.
Hale in the backfield.
They got both going for him.
Let's see what happens.
There
Fades back. Again. Here come the Badgers.
Screen right in the middle.
And that is Jeffcoat again.
He didn't make it, though.
But he got 5.
Good coverage, but he got 5.
He got 5. And
so
now
it's more manageable for him. 4th and about 2.
About 2. And you got to think, I'd give it to him right up the middle.
Yeah. Well, like I say, just off tackle if you overload a little bit.
4th and a big 2 for Combs.
This is a big stand for Badgers. Especially with the amount of time they've eaten up.
Yeah, we only have 4:45 remaining in the third quarter. They have taken most of the quarter to do this drive. Here we go. In the gun. Trying to draw the Badgers off sides. Almost did. Finally takes the snap up the middle. Caught him in the backfield, and that is no good.
Well, I can see who's on that ground. He came under and got him by the ankles.
Perfect. And
Josiah People shot underneath and took his feet out.
Wow.
That was a good stance.
You had to know they were going to give it to him.
Yeah.
And now the Badgers have a first down on their own 22-yard line. 4:32 remaining and a 27-14 lead here in the third quarter on this homecoming evening.
This is where I would have tried to go off tackle, knowing what they were pinching in the middle like that, because they knew he was going to come.
And yet Josiah and the Badgers read it perfect.
They read it well.
1st and 10, 3 men in the backfield, 1 in motion now. Handoff right up the gut, and he's got daylight. The Badgers across the 40 to midfield and down finally at about the 35-yard line of Combs. Talk about those big plays. That was number 21.
That's Lloyd.
Adam Lloyd.
Yeah.
Wow.
That's it. They're explosive. They got us right out of danger right there.
And now the Badgers threatening once again in Combs territory. Yep, that momentum shifted right there. 6 minutes of a drive for Combs, all for nothing. Lloyd up the middle again, this time across the 30 down to about the 29-yard line.
Picked up about 8,
Ooh.
7 or 8, so that's big yardage, 2 plays for him.
And Uriah Tennett and the Badgers not wasting much time in the huddle. They're going to get things going. They want this momentum to continue. And now, wait a minute, there's a whistle on the play.
We got a big lineman in the backfield back there, 79?
79, wow. That's Blake
McGlory. Sophomore. They're going to probably run that way.
A 6'5" sophomore, and yeah, I'd call timeout too, Coach. I'll tell you. Tonight's game sponsored in part here on KYCA by Arizona Seamless Gutters. Quality people, quality products, and service that you can trust. That's Arizona Seamless Gutters, another fine Badger sponsor. And speaking of which, we are looking forward to the Badger basketball team this year with Uriah Tennett and the rest of the guys coming back. It's going to be a fantastic basketball season this year.
Yeah, it should be. They got some good kids coming back. I think if a move in, isn't it? Brambilla, big 6'4" kid from Bradshaw moved in.
Really?
Yeah.
I didn't hear that. All right.
Yeah.
This is going to be something. All right. 2nd and about 3 for the Badgers. Again to Lloyd, right up the middle, 1st down and more. So down to about the 21-yard line.
Picked up another 5 yards on that crack, too.
The defense looks like it's being rocked right now, and Uriah's not wasting any time out of the huddle. No huddle offense now.
Nope.
Uriah,
not let him get set at all.
Lloyd once again down to about the 15-yard line. Call him down at the 16, so 2nd and about 5 with 3.5 minutes to go here in the third quarter. Yeah, and wasting no time here. They want to get another score on the board. I can't blame them. Although Combs did manage to run about 6 or 7 minutes off the clock. This time the give is up the middle to, I believe, Gunderson.
About a yard there.
And, down to the 15-yard line. So now we've got about a 3rd and 4. And, Coach, I would think at this point, if they don't make it, you've got to kick the field goal.
Might as well. Get those points.
Get that 13 off the board.
Right. Make them score 3 times.
So here we go, loaded backfield out of the gun. Here comes Uriah Tennett, hands off up the middle, off the right side, close.
About a yard short, I think, maybe 2.
Close. Now you got a tough decision.
Well, they've been getting 5 yards a crack, so except for right there.
4th and about a yard and a half, I'd say, and I don't think they're even wasting time now. Here we go.
Full house backfield. They try to cram it right down him.
Tennett, handoff, 1st down and more. That's Adam Lloyd again. He got down to the 5, and it's going to be a 1st and goal.
Yep.
Great play for the Badgers there. A touchdown here, Coach. That momentum has shifted dramatically.
It sure has. It's got to be frustrating for Combs to work all the way down there, use 8 minutes, and come away with nothing.
1st down, here comes the play. Uriah fades off to the right. He's going to try and run it in. He leaps over the end zone, touchdown. He just made it into the corner, leaped over 3 Coyotes. And there's a rushing touchdown for Uriah Tennett, and it's 33-14. Well, Coach, no better way to take the momentum there.
Nope, that's it. Combs, I get a feeling, is going to stay in this game. They're not going to give up. They're going to be a tough little team again, which shows character, but Prescott's handling it well.
And right down the middle, another point. That's good. And now, with 2 minutes and 9 seconds remaining, their score, Prescott 34, Combs 14. We're going to take a 30-second break here on KYCA. And we're going to be back right after this.
This is Ann Wilson with Yavapai County Food Bank. No one should ever go to bed hungry, but with inflation on the rise, the need is greater than ever. Did you know that you can make a real impact and get an end-of-the-year tax credit for your generosity? $400 single and $800 married. Call 928-775-5255 today to donate to the Yavapai County Food Bank. Help us feed the hungry, support your community, and make a difference. That's 928-775-5255. Yavapai County Food Bank. Together, we can change lives.
Back at Bill Shepherd Field, 2 minutes, 9 seconds remaining in the third quarter. Now the Badgers up 34-14. Yeah, it's still troublesome, Coach, a 20-point lead instead of 21. But at this point, Combs is tough, but I'm not sure they can overcome a 20-point deficit.
No, they had the ball for 8 minutes, didn't score. Prescott had for 2 minutes and scored.
All right, kickoff goes out of the back of the end zone, and Combs is going to have it on the 20. So, again, the Badgers continue their homestand next week as they take on Lee Williams in their conference opener here at Bill Shepherd Field, game time 7. And hope to see you here at the stadium. It's going to be a lot of fun, the end of a 3-game homestand. I have never seen Prescott be so advantageous to have a month at home, 3 games and then an off week. So
that's nice.
That's very nice, yep. So Hale now in the gun. Fades back, long throw down the right-hand side. The Badgers intercepted by the Badgers, I believe. There it is. Okay, Miller. Didn't see who that was. Miller got the interception on the first down for the Badgers. I'm not counting anything out right there, but with homecoming and everything at home, that's tough, and he intercepted it at the 45-yard line, and the Badgers now start in Combs territory.
Yeah, this is could put the nail in the coffin here, giving them back the ball that quickly. Get your defense back on the field.
2 minutes, 2 seconds remaining in the third quarter, 34-14. Homecoming king Uriah Tanett getting back there once again. Good for him. Congratulations. And like I said, we're going to get the Queen's name here shortly. Out of the snap, right up the middle, finally bounces loose, probably a yard.
Yep.
For the Badgers there. 2nd and 9.5, maybe 3/4. Okay, 2nd and 9. I was wondering there for a minute. At about the Combs 44-yard line. To me, last week, Coach, it seemed like the Badgers went into a prevent offense too early in the game. They were really just trying to run down the clock way too early. Uriah Tanett takes the snap, fades off to the right. He's under pursuit now. There's 3 of them after him. Flings the ball downfield, comes back and nope, hit the ground. That has to be incomplete. Yep. Almost got there. Another half second, he would have had a great catch there over about the 20-yard line.
But he knows by scrambling back there, those receivers will come back, look for an opening, come back. And
so 3rd and 9, the Badgers with a 34-14 lead, and we got about 1:19 remaining in the third quarter. There's no weather to worry about, no breeze to be concerned with.
Perfect.
Ideal conditions for both teams. So you just got to run your plays and do your best. Okay, 3rd and 9 for the Badgers. Let's see what they do here. Uriah in the gun. Again, back.
Getting Gunderman open out there.
Wow, 3-4 Coyotes in the backfield. He's faded all the way back to the 40. Now he's going down the sideline trying to make something of it. Nothing doing. Uriah made it back to the line of scrimmage, maybe another yard, but that's it.
See, when you're going after Uriah back and he starts to move forward, you got to really try to contain him. And one guy over pursued him and he cut outside. You got to keep outside.
Well, Uriah is not happy about that one. He's complaining a bit. Can't blame him.
No.
I mean, the Coyotes have managed to get into the backfield every time he's tried to do a long throw.
They have. I thought we made some adjustments on that.
So back to punt again is Gunderman. He's back on his own 45-yard line. We got about 35 seconds to go here in the third quarter. Badgers up with 20 points. Here comes the kick. It's a squibber off to the left. It's going to bounce down to the 10, to the 5, and it's going to go in the end zone. Almost cut the corner there.
Sure did.
Good kick. Good kick for Gunderman. Good try. About as close as you could get without pinning him in the corner.
Yep.
All right, Coach. So if you're Combs, you're down 20, you're prone to a couple of big plays. Would you still give it to your big back?
I would, but you're going to mix it up with some passing. I wouldn't be surprised if we might see a couple screens in here too.
They were good at the screen through the season.
Over pursuit. If they go to pass, over pursuing, a couple little dump passes in the middle, screen passes.
Here we go. Screen pass off to the right.
Screen right there. We had it well covered.
About a yard, maybe 2. And this time I think nope, they're going to stop the clock with 12 seconds remaining. And what's the call? There's something going on down there. I didn't see a flag.
I didn't either.
Combs is moving back, so yeah, there was a penalty apparently.
I missed it.
I didn't see what it was, and it's on the Badgers.
I missed the call.
I would have liked to have said holding, but that's a defensive holding. It must have been a personal foul. But anyway, 13 seconds to go, and now Combs has a first down on the 37-yard line, on their own 37, with 9 seconds to go. Hale, another screen pass, and it's bobbled and lost, incomplete, over to the left.
Yeah, what he does, he scrambles. Quarterback sprints left, tries to pull the corner off the wide receiver, tosses the wide receiver, but he threw a bad pass.
And if that Badger had been pursuing just a little faster, that might have been a penalty as soon as he got the ball off, because he had his hands on him.
Yep.
So 4 seconds remain here in the third quarter. The Badgers with a 20-point lead. And if you're Combs, you can't take another 6-minute drive here.
No.
Or 8-minute drive. So here we go, one last play here in the third quarter. 2nd and 10. Hale fades back, long pass down the sideline, caught at the 40-yard line as the horn sounds. And Combs is going to have a 1st and 10 on the Badger 39-yard line when we come back on the fourth quarter. Good throw.
He was well covered. Ball was on. The receiver came back, made a nice catch.
All right, so at the end of 3, it's the Badgers 34 and Combs 14. Stay with us. Quarter number 4, straight ahead on Homecoming right after this.
Did you know that Prescott True Value has a new department with its own building? That's right, Last Chance Clearance Center is now open in the historic gas station adjacent to Prescott True Value. A one-of-a-kind bargain center with everything 50% to 90% off. That's right, everything is at least 50% off all the way to 90% off. Last Chance Clearance Center is open Thursday, Friday, and Saturday from 9 to 5. Stop in and check out all the amazing bargains right next door to Prescott True Value at 826 Miller Valley Road in Prescott.
All right, back now here at Bill Shepherd Field. Fourth quarter about to get started. Combs with a 1st down and 10, down 34-14, but they're in Badger territory. So, Coach, a 20-point lead, but Combs is, I hate to say that they're out of this. You just can't count anybody out at this point.
No, you can't, but what Badgers have to do is they have to make nothing easy for them. They've got to earn every minute, which means they've got to burn up the clock. The clock's the advantage to Prescott right now.
1st and 10, handoff up the middle, and about 3 yards on that one.
Yep.
So not bad. But again, now the clock starts to work against you with a 20-point deficit.
Yeah. So Badgers make them earn their touchdowns and not give them anything easy. Like I said, the clock's in our favor.
Okay, 2nd and 8 on the Badger 38-yard line. Hale fades back. Badgers threatening and got him. That's a 10-yard loss right there and a good sack for the Badgers. Never even gave him a chance to get set.
Nope.
Well, after a night of Uriah Tennett being hurried on almost every play, it's good to see the Badgers pick up a sack there.
I think that was Chamberlain. On the number, I didn't hear the name, but I think that was number 10, Chamberlain, who ran him down.
About a 10-yard loss on that. The Combs is now on the Badger 47-yard line, 3rd, and about 17 to go to get down to the 30-yard line. This could be a big one. They can't get the first down here. All right, Hale fades back, looks right, looks left, stops and caught at about the 35-yard line, and down the sidelines he goes, finally brought down at the 5-yard line. Wow.
Again, another good throw, and we had him covered. A good comeback by that receiver, and he got up in the air and he made that catch. It was a good
Coach,
comeback.
As you said, earned every yard on that one.
Yeah.
Okay, so Combs is threatening here in the fourth quarter. Down 20. Doesn't mean much if they get another score. Here we go. A broken play, but up the middle, and that's a touchdown, and that's got to have been
Jeff Coate.
Jeff Coate. There you go. Third touchdown of the night for him. And with 10:27 to go, now the Badgers are only up by 14 points, and with a 2-point conversion coming up, unless they look like they're going to try and kick this one. Yep, they're going to go for a single point, and important here.
Yeah, very important. This is where they want to make sure they get at least 1 point.
Okay. This would bring them within 13 with a full quarter to go for the most part. There's the hold, the snap. The kick is up and through. Okay, with 10:27 remaining, we've got a ball game here. The Badgers 34, the Combs Coyotes 21. Stay with us. We got more coming up here, and we'll take a 30-second break. Be back with you after this.
Gina with the City of Prescott. It's time for this year's bulk item collection event, and we'll be coming through your neighborhood to collect those items that are too big for your regular trash bins beginning August 19th through October 4th. Remember to bag, box, bundle, and tie your items. Place them neatly at the curb by 6 a.m. of your designated Monday. To find out your week for this special event, go to PrescottRecycles.com. Bulk item collection is exclusive to residential trash customers. Commercial businesses and communities on dumpsters are not eligible.
Back at Bill Shepherd Field, 10:27 remaining in the game. 34-21, Combs getting ready to kick off. Coach, what's the game plan?
Well, right now they're going to probably mix it up with passing and running just to eat up that clock and make sure they contain and get first downs. That's the big goal.
And an onside kick. And Combs was ready for it. The Badgers didn't look like they were.
Combs got it.
No, the Badgers got it. Badgers got it. Well, let's see what.
Onside kick recovered by the Coyotes.
No, the Coyotes did get it.
They got their onside.
We have a brand new ball game here. Okay, Coach, quick strike for Combs in this, and we have a new game.
We do.
As it is, they're on the Badger 48-yard line. It's homecoming, and all of a sudden we've got a very quiet homecoming crowd.
Well, they did their regular kickoff and caught us totally off guard.
Here we go. Hale fades back. Got plenty of time. Looks long. Passes deep to the left and incomplete. Good coverage there by the Badgers.
Very good.
2nd and 10. And again, they can't take their time on this, but it seems that they have the advantage right now.
Right.
Well, you got the ball. You've got the advantage.
Yeah, we'll see what they do with the type of plays they get. Like I said, they got to move the ball and get some first downs, or we'll see what they're doing. They got double twins, motion across, going with Jeff Coate again.
There we go, up the middle and probably about 2 yards there.
Yep.
Okay, so 3rd and 8 with about 10 minutes to go here in the ball game. This is not out of their reach at this point when you're looking at 3rd and 7, and they're on the 45, so you know even if they have to punt here, they're going to have the Badgers deep in their territory.
Right. Well, we're going to see either a nice out route here or possibly a screen, but
the screen seems to be ineffective.
Or they got a little reverse toss here we might see. We've seen it a couple times already.
Jeff Coate in the backfield, Hale in the gun. 3rd and 7. Hale fades back, looks right, fading right. The Badgers are all over him. He just gets the ball off. It's not enough. Intercepted by the Badgers at the 40.
I think he was out of bounds. He was out of bounds.
Well, no matter what, there was going to be a sack back at their own 45.
Yep.
He gets the ball up.
He got it away.
And by a whisker,
yep.
The Badgers don't intercept it. So nonetheless, it's 4th and 7. You got to go for it, Coach.
Yeah.
9:28 remaining in the ball game. This could well be it for Combs if they don't convert. because you know the Badgers can hang on to that ball. They're just as good at
yes, they are.
At that kind of thing. Okay.
It's a big stop here. We'll see what they got up their sleeve.
Jeffcoat in the backfield, Hale in the gun. 4th and 8. Hale fades back. Long throw to the right. Oh, no.
Could be no flag.
No flag as the receiver fell and the Badger was all over him. But no flag, and they turned the ball over to the Badgers. I think that was a lucky break there.
I got a feeling it was too.
That could have gone either way. But as it is, it went the Badgers' way tonight. They're not going to argue.
Nope.
So 1st and 10 for the Badgers at about the 45-yard line with 9:23 remaining in this game. Now it's ball control.
Yes, it is. Clock is still in our favor.
Lloyd in the backfield. Uriah in the gun, but there's some confusion on the right-hand side.
Somebody's missing. They're missing a tackle or somebody. There he is.
And they're going to call timeout.
Yep.
Okay, no time right now for confusion on the Badgers' part.
See, that's where I always like a huddle.
Yep.
Count your men. Or the guard should be looking immediately as they line up, or your back. One of your backs. Always have men checking the line. Usually it's a back looking up front, or an end, or a receiver.
Okay, well.
The wide receiver was calling, so he spotted there was no tackle.
There you go. Okay, ASU is off this week, so our next ASU game is, I believe, on Saturday. I'll get a schedule there for us, folks. And by the way, you're listening to KYCA Prescott, K278CN Prescott. It is just after 9 o'clock on one of the most beautiful homecoming nights we've seen in a long time. And the Badgers are up 34-21 with 9.5 minutes to go. Okay, Tannett in the gun, 1st and 10 at the 45. And there is Lloyd up the middle, and 1st down and more, down to the 40-yard line of Combs.
Picked up 15 yards.
15 powerful yards, too.
Yes.
Every time he gets the ball, it's just scary to watch the backs kind of break, and he splits them, and off he goes.
Yeah, he's doing a good job of running.
So 1st and 10 for Uriah Tannett and the Badgers at the 40. Clock is running with 9 minutes to go here in this homecoming game.
Burn up the clock. Using the clock up.
Yeah, we're already in that set.
It's got the.
So there's the handoff to Lloyd. Nothing doing there. Maybe a yard. Got out to the 39. So 2nd and 9 coming up for the Badgers.
It's got the deep judge giving the signal when he's down to his last few seconds.
I'm not sure I'd be running out the play clock at this point. You got to keep moving.
As long as they pick up yardage.
Because I think Combs still has all their timeouts at this point.
Yeah.
34-21, I'm not reassured just yet. Although the Badgers are looking pretty good, but they've made their mistakes on penalties and on the line tonight.
Yeah.
Okay, 2nd and 9. One lone out on the right, loaded on the left. There's the handoff up the middle, nothing doing there. Another right at the line, I'd say.
3rd and about 9.
10.
Lost a yard.
Yeah.
3rd and 10.
7:50 and counting. 34-21 is the score for the Badgers. Of course, they'd like to get this game over with.
Yeah.
And go into the conference season 4-1. Obviously, one of the contenders for the conference and heading into the playoffs.
Most definitely.
Okay, Uriah Tannett in the gun. One in the backfield. 3rd and 10. And Uriah finally off to the right, and he's off to the races. 35, almost to the 30. Didn't get the 1st down.
4th and about 2.
Yeah, by about 2. So you're at the 32-yard line. Clock is ticking. 7 minutes to go, and a 13-point lead.
Try to get that. You got some running backs that can get 2 yards.
Lloyd. And Lloyd, definitely. And Uriah.
Yep.
Uriah.
They're going to do a keeper.
You've got a loaded backfield now, Coach.
They may send somebody to the right, Tannett or Lloyd.
6:45 and counting. 34-21, 4th and 2. At the Combs 32-yard line. Here we go. Tanette takes the snap, hands off to Lloyd, first down and more.
Yep.
5 6-yard gain there, and the Badgers continue with the drive. Well, if you're Combs, I mean, the Badgers really haven't fumbled much this year. They've got good hands. They're holding on to the ball as long as they keep it on the ground.
Yep. Just use up the clock. That's what they got to do. Clock's in their favor right now. Burn it up. They can take it down 5 minutes or so and still have possession of this ball.
Speaking of which, we're at 6:17.
Yep.
And the Badgers are on the Combs 27-yard line, 1st and 10. Uriah Tanette under center and taking his time.
I formation in the backfield.
There's the handoff. No gain, maybe a loss of a yard there. Combs looking for the run now. Lloyd has been picking up 5 or 6 yards. I don't think they're going to let him get much further. They know that run's coming.
Yep.
So 2nd and 10, a short 10. 5:40 and counting on homecoming night.
Going with the I formation again. Either give the fullback up front or give it to the tailback and do a blast.
34-21 Badgers.
There's
Finally a handoff, and that was Lloyd again, maybe
Fumble.
a yard. And
Fumble.
wait a minute.
They got it.
And Combs got the ball. Wow.
Okay, we got to look at this. We had a fumble on the punt, kick, an interception, onside kick, and another fumble.
Wow.
That's unusual for the Badgers. Combs has had 4 opportunities here.
Wow. And they've come
on turnovers.
They've come away with points.
Right.
But not enough.
Not enough.
5:22 remains. Combs gets the ball. They're on their own 27-yard line. And now the Badgers have to hold, because if Combs scores quickly, now it's not a matter of time management. It's just trying to keep the ball away from them. 1st and 10. Hale fades back quickly, looks left. Got a man open.
See, that's that out route. They've been successful on the out route. I'm surprised they haven't used it more often.
Caught at the 40, down at the 45. First down for Combs, but the clock stops with 5:16, and now it's going. They're on their own 45. Still capable and still fighting.
Yep.
This is going to be a scary team a year or two down the road. There we go. Quick pitch. Off to the right, down to the middle, and probably a yard there.
Yeah, about a yard.
Tried to surprise the Badgers.
Somebody's down, getting up slow. That's all. I got stepped on or something.
Yeah, one of the Badgers kind of limping a little bit. He's up. I mean, he's up and walking, and he's going to stay in. Okay, 2nd and 9. Hale fades back right up the middle and caught at the 45, makes the turn down to the 40, to the 30, and Uriah Tanette finally brings him down at about the 27-yard line. 1st and 10 for the Combs Coyotes, and
someone's down.
This is not over yet.
Looks like a cramp.
Yeah, there's a Badger off on the sideline, got a cramp. They're going to let the play continue. Lloyd goes in, 1st and 10. Hale looking to the left. Quick out pattern, and again a catch down to the 10-yard line, and finally brought down. 1st down. This is a new team we're seeing here, Coach.
Yeah. They're whittling away at these little pass routes, crossing patterns, out patterns.
Time.
That's I'm surprised they hadn't done earlier, but our defense got to pick it up here.
1st and goal at the 10, 4:14 remaining, and now whistles blow and timeout Badgers. Yep, they had to stop that one. So the Badgers with a timeout, 4:06 remaining. Coach, we're seeing a new team this quarter.
Sure. That's a good spirited young team over there, it really is. Our guys are spirited, but they're experienced. They need to calm it down. They're doing a fast offense here. We utilize the timeout to get our guys regrouped, but our guys got to get set a lot faster because this team is in a no-huddle offense, and they're getting their plays off fast. Can't have guys waiting to get in position.
Well, next week, as we said, Lee Williams is in town. First game of the conference season. The Badgers hopefully will be 4-1 at that point. Game time, 7 o'clock. John Rust and Coach, you'll be back next week?
No, I will not. Next week I will not be back.
Well,
I think Kelly's going to be.
I guess Kelly's going to have to take your chair, and I'm sorry.
That's okay. I've enjoyed my 4 games up here. So.
Well, Kelly Cordes is going to be back and John Rust next week here on KYCA. We're looking forward to that. And of course, as I said, I'm just going to tease it a little bit more, folks. Stay tuned throughout the month of October. we're going to be talking about the team. What is the team? Oh, you're going to find out, folks.
Sounds very interesting.
All right, here we go. First and goal. Combs with 4 minutes and 6 seconds remaining in the ball game. They're down by 13, and they've shown that they can kick the extra point. So that is in play. And that blocked extra point, the first miss, and the Badgers call another timeout.
Nope, this time Combs called timeout, I believe.
No, they were pointing to the first.
Oh.
The line judge was pointing to the Badgers. So,
right.
yep.
Yeah, it is. It's Badgers again.
Now that was not a good burn, Coach. I don't know about that one. Something was wrong.
Yeah. I think they saw the formation, knew it wasn't the right defense to be in there.
Okay. Folks, I'm going to tell you, this is a tough Badger team. I do not want Combs on the schedule over the next 2 years. This is a tough Combs team.
They are. They're executing very well. They're a well-coached team.
And
both teams are well-coached. I mean, it's nice to see a game like this.
I don't think this is so much a deficiency on the Badgers as it is a good Combs team, like you say.
Yeah, they're disciplined. They're well-coached. We're playing well. You know, we're playing good enough. We're going to win, but, we're good. We're winning.
All right, here we go. First and goal once again. Badgers with 1 timeout remaining here in the last with 4:08 remaining in the game. That's got to be who in the backfield?
Jeff Coate.
Jeff Coate. 3 touchdowns tonight for him. There's the pitch. Nothing doing there, and I think they lost some yardage there, about 5 yards.
Yeah, I think they did too.
Now is not the time for razzle-dazzle.
No, you just pound it. Stay with what you know you can do well.
Clock ticking, 3:50 remaining. Second and about 15, second and goal on the 15. Here we go. Hale fades right, looks right. Badgers, oh my gosh, they got him just as he let go of the ball.
He's hurt, looks like.
Are they calling it a fumble or a forward pass?
I think it was blocked.
So if that's the case, Hale took a hit.
Yeah, he's hurting.
Calling an incomplete pass. Okay.
Yeah.
Just by the skin of his teeth, he got that pass off. And he got shaken up a little bit, but he's still in there.
Yeah, he got hit right. That's tough when you're in the action of throwing and you get hit. Ugh.
Well, an incomplete pass gives them a reprieve. 3 minutes, 36 seconds. The clock has stopped, and that gives him a few seconds to recover.
Yeah.
So here we go. 3:36 remaining. Combs with a 3rd and goal at the 15-yard line. Goodness gracious. This has been a good ball game tonight, that's for sure.
They've had opportunities on both ends during the second half. So,
and here we go. In the gun, spread offense, fades back, throw to the right, in the end zone, intercepted. The Badgers intercepted in the end zone, and they bring it out. Here comes Uriah Tannett. He's all alone coming down the sidelines. It's going to be a 100-yard interception return for a touchdown. Good night, folks. We are done. Touchdown Badgers. Wow. 40-21. And that took the wind out of their sails.
It sure did.
Wow. What a way to finish off homecoming. 100-yard interception return for Uriah Tannett.
Yep. Combs had 2 opportunities, but defense came across and stopped him on both sides.
He really didn't need to redeem himself. He hasn't done very much wrong tonight, but man, he was frustrated at points, and not now.
Nope.
Man, oh man. 40-21. And now the Badgers getting set to kick an extra point. They'll give them a 20-point lead once again. Combs was on the verge, just almost there. A score would have turned this game completely around, but now with that kick, and it's
he missed.
He missed.
Hit the goalpost.
Goodness. Okay. We've seen quite a night. Well, we're going to take a break here with about two and a half minutes to go. It is 40-21 in favor of the Badgers. We're going to take a 30-second break. Be back right after this.
I'm Missy Townsend, Prescott High School Athletic Director. Prescott Unified School District is the place for you. We offer year-round opportunities for student athletes with our full lineup of fall, winter, and spring sports. Our certified and experienced coaches work with our student athletes to compete at the region and state levels. Whether it's in our intramural sports at Granite Mountain, taking part in one of the 6 sports programs at Mile High Middle School, or finding your place in one of the 19 different programs at Prescott High School, we want to see you be part of our tradition of excellence. Once a Badger, always a Badger.
Okay, 3 minutes, 18 seconds remaining here in the ball game. 40-21 in favor of the Badgers. Hard to say that Combs can come back off of this, Coach.
Yep, no, not with 2 minutes left.
And by the way, our next ASU game is going to be Kansas at ASU Saturday, October 5th. So tune in for that. Fumbled the kickoff, and now Combs has it at their own 3.
Oh,
and
he tripped.
Oh, my goodness.
Oh, all things happen. That's the end here for them.
That's a tough one. Okay, so Combs is going to get the ball on their own 10-yard line. 3 minutes, 14 seconds remaining and down by 19. Nice try for Combs. And like I said, Coach, I wouldn't want to meet him 2 years down the road.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting with how well they develop. Last year they were 2-8. They already won their first 4 games this year, so they've turned this around. They're a young team, like I said.
First loss of the year for Combs tonight, as they have the ball 1st and 10 about their own 9-yard line. They got to get it out of there. Let's get this game over with. Up the middle, and a pass is complete. Up to the 20, 25, turns the left-hand side and out of bounds about the 28 and the 29-yard line. That was the danger right there, Coach. That could have easily been a score had this been down here at that 3rd and goal.
That's right, yep.
And for a moment, it looked like, obviously, they were going for the end zone. Uriah Tennett was right there and had open daylight all the way down.
Yep. If they had scored there, it would have been a 6-point game, whole different ball game with 4 minutes left.
So a 19-point game. The clock is going to start running with 3:07 remaining. 1st and 10 for Combs at their own 29. Hale fades back, pressured by the Badgers. Looking downfield, he's over the line of scrimmage, and he throws. I think that's a penalty. And he caught the ball down the field here. They're going, but I think that's going to be a penalty. He crossed the line of scrimmage.
I don't know why he even threw that.
He was trying. He was really trying, and that would have been down for a 1st and goal.
He had a lot of green in front of him.
But he was a good 2 yards over that line.
He had a lot of green in front of him. He could even run it out of bounds over here and made a 1st down probably.
So instead of being 1st and goal for Combs, I think we're going to be 2nd and a long distance.
Yes, it is.
2:52 remaining. Badgers up 40-21. This has been a good game no matter what, even with the Badgers' fumbles and mistakes here.
Yeah.
A good game.
It has been.
You see the discipline in this team. Nothing is really getting them down.
No. And Combs is still staying, trying to put some points up, but they're still staying in this game. Good attitude on their part.
And more than anything, Coach, I've noticed this year, it seems to me, we really haven't had very much in the way of injuries. I mean, a few.
No, we've been fortunate, very fortunate. And especially again, with the 3 tough teams we played.
Yeah.
To come away injury-free is good.
Really good there. So Combs now 2nd and 14. Hale back to pass. Another screen off to the left and off to the races we go. 1st down and more. And Combs gets out of bounds at the 48-yard line.
They're doing those little crossing patterns again. Backs coming out of the backfield, across the middle of the field. They've been successful on those. The down and outs, the crossing patterns in the middle.
So, time now down to 2:41. Combs is not giving up, and this is good for them.
Yep.
1st and 10.
Good pass protection on this one.
Again, out to the left and off to the races, down to the 40, to the 35. Fumble, and it's going to go out of bounds at about the 30-yard line. Fortunate play for Combs there.
Yep.
He got stripped on his way down. Obvious fumble, but it went out of bounds.
That was a good tackle, trying to strip the ball.
So the clock stopped with 2:32 remaining as we are now down to it's about 9:30 at night already. This game has been a slow game, but a good game.
Yes, it has.
you're seeing
this quarter's been the longest, I think.
Yeah, you're seeing some tactics going on down here that you don't normally see at the high school level. This is a good ball game all the way around. Hale back to pass on first down, of course, off to the races in the right and caught from behind. That was number 72. I think that was Dalton Scott there, the 5'10 senior.
Yep.
No,
that's Peoples.
Josiah Peoples, excuse
11.
me.
Yep.
Now, how could I mistake that? I mean, come on.
That was hard to see that 7-2. 7 looks like a 1 from up here with the screen.
Loss of about 4, 2nd and 14. Quick pass route off to the left again, but not going to make the first down and stays in bounds, and the clock is down to 2 minutes and counting. Again, Coach, I think the Badgers are content to let them gain a little here and a little there.
Yes. As long as they keep that clock going and don't give them anything big.
1:45, clock going. Hale takes the first down. It's 3rd down and 5. Caught at the 10, down to the 5, the 4-yard line, and first down. So that's going to stop the clock. 1st and goal at about the 4. 1:34 remaining. Never say die on the part of Combs.
No, it's
good for them. I think they're proving a point tonight. There is the keeper by Hale. He goes off to the left. Touchdown for Combs, and it's 40-27. And the Badgers really just kind of conceded that one.
Yeah.
And that's okay.
Well, we can see another onside, but the Badgers will be ready for this one.
Now this one
this
one should be fun. And if I were him, I think I'd pooch it over the line.
Yeah.
By about just a few yards, you know.
Get some speed in there.
Okay, they're going to try the extra point here. 40-27. No need to go for 2 on this one.
Nope.
1:23 remaining in the ball game. No one has left on the Prescott side. This is still a good homecoming crowd.
Oh.
Here comes the kick. Oh, over. Yeah, offsides. One of the Badgers was trying to make a run at it, and he mistimed it. So we're going to do another kick here.
See if he goes for 2. Be half the distance. Yep.
40-27.
That's what he's going to do.
So now.
Oh, maybe not. Let's see.
Now offsides on, and penalty is declined, so they're going to re-kick.
No, it should be half the distance. I don't know what they're doing.
Maybe they're going to go for 2.
That's going to be my guess. They're going to go for 2 because it's half the distance.
So that would give them 40-29, a field goal and a touchdown inside of 1:23 with okay, I know. I know
what you're saying. But if they get another onside, who knows?
I mean, we've seen weirder things happen, but
yes, we have.
But very rarely, but it has happened. Okay, so 1:23, 4th quarter. Again, the Badgers up 40-27.
Oh, they're still kicking. Or it's fake. I doubt that.
I doubt it too, yeah. And here we go. The kick is up and good. Okay, so with 1:23 remaining, Badgers up 40-28, or 27, excuse me. And that makes it 40-28. And we'll be back after a 30-second break here on KYCA right after this.
Savings are in full view with great discounts on our American-made blinds and shutters here at Blind Brothers Arizona. Hi, this is Jeremy, and if your window treatments are in need of an upgrade, then now is the time to shop with us during our 45th anniversary sale. Save on Hunter Douglas and Lafayette product lines with a variety of blinds, shutters, and custom fabrics. Whether you've been with us since the beginning or just moved to town, we invite you to celebrate this milestone with us. Book a free consultation today and visit blindbrothersaz.com.
And we're back at Bill Shepherd Field, 1:23 to go, 40-28 for the Badgers. Combs getting ready to kick off. Coach, it's got to be an onside of some sort. And,
yes, they're onside prevent.
And the Badgers have 10 men up front.
Yep. So if they put you, we're still back here. We got 4 receivers back there that can catch it if they need to.
And here we go. Yep, pooched it up over to about the
fair
30.
catch, and that took care of that.
Yep, nothing to it. So the Badgers are going to have the ball, and I think that's probably going to be the game here, 40-28 with 1:23 to go. Badgers on their own 35-yard line.
I don't know how many timeouts Combs have. It says on the scoreboard. I can't tell.
I can't tell, to be honest with you. My eyes are not all that great either.
I guess they have at least 2. I don't know of them calling any, to be honest with you.
I think the Badgers have 1, and it looks like there's been a penalty. They're going to re-kick this.
Offsides, apparently.
Yep, offsides against the Badgers. Okay.
Yep.
So you got to stay that 10 yards out.
Yep.
And so now Combs gets another shot at it. Badgers, 10 Badgers up front. 6 up front, 4 just behind them. On the onside prevent, I guess you could call it. Here we go. The kick, this time is an onside kick, makes the 10 yards. Ball's still on the ground, flag on the play. They're still trying.
They are.
And no signal yet. I would say the Badgers have it, but we have a flag. And I'm going to wonder if that's an offside on Combs. Still some discussion. Don't forget Lee Williams a week from now. We're looking forward to that one. Referee says.
They waved it off.
Okay, so the Badgers are going to have the ball. First down Badgers at the 46. Okay. 1:23 remaining. And this has got to be the victory formation here at this point. Combs might have 2 timeouts. I think the Badgers have none at this point. Okay, they line up. Yeah, we're in victory formation now for the Badgers with a 12-point lead, and I think Combs has conceded as well.
I think he's going to take a knee.
What a game. Mistakes here and there, but in general, a good ball game on both sides.
Yep, it was.
So now we're down. The clock is running. Nobody's really in a hurry to do much of anything. I think the Badgers are going to have to down it one more time. So be sure, folks, to tune in. Stay with us. We're going to wrap things up after this game. What a homecoming game. 40-28 taking on. Most homecoming games are you want somebody that's 0-5 and in desperate need, and then they lose by 40 points. Nope, not the Badgers. They take on an undefeated Combs team and hand them their first defeat as the clock continues to run with 45 seconds. Now 3rd down for the Badgers. That's probably all she wrote as they move to a 3rd down situation. And folks, we hope you'll join us next week, as you will for the rest of the Badger season. It's going to be a lot of fun. We've already seen so much, and that is going to do it. The clock is starting to run down. 40-28. The Badgers come away with a tough homecoming victory, but I don't think you could have asked for a better ball game, Coach.
No, it was a great game. The game, no one got blown out. Everybody made it exciting. Combs wouldn't quit. They kept threatening to score. Defense held their own. Offense made some big plays, big scores, but it was a fun game, and both teams should go away with some pride.
All right, so we're going to take our last timeout, 30-second timeout for the Prescott as they win 40-28 and go to 4-1. Back for our final thoughts after this. Back here on KYCA. Homecoming, Gracie Pareda was the homecoming queen, and Uriah Tennett homecoming king this year. A far cry from last week, Coach. We got two good teams, two disciplined teams. A much better ending than last week.
Oh, it definitely was. The attitude, like I said, that team is a well-coached team, disciplined team. I just saw the coach discipline one of his boys here that kind of got a little rough in the line, but that's what a leader is, a head coach. He pulled him out right away. So that's what's making that team a good team over there. Young, disciplined, and well-coached.
Okay, so we're nearly done here. 4-1 now. The Badgers are done with the non-conference part of the schedule, and yet they start the conference season at home against Lee Williams next week, and then they've got an off week. Couldn't have come at a better time.
Nope. Badgers are on a roll. They're playing good. Coaches are doing a good job. Players are doing a good job, and they're staying healthy.
That's the key right there. They've played rough teams. They've played hard teams, teams that are going to make the playoffs, and they've come out on top except against Thunderbird, who's a contender for the state championship this year by every poll that I've seen.
They moved them up in the Open already, just like they did Cactus a few years ago. But I hope Thunderbird doesn't take it because it destroyed Cactus.
Yeah, all right. So that's going to about do it tonight. We are missing John Rust. We'll see him again next week.
Take care, John.
Yep, you betcha. And for everybody, thank you for coming out. Nobody has left. We've got a full crowd down here for Homecoming 2024. And, Coach, I'm going to tell you, as an old Badger myself, graduating, I'll admit it, 1988, this has been fun to be back here at the game tonight.
Well, good. I'm glad you enjoyed it. Me too.
Yep, a great game. 40-28 is our final. Thanks for everybody joining in. Don't forget, next week this time, Lee Williams, and the conference season kicks off. So, for Scott Harker back at the KYCA studios, Andrew Zinzaletta up on the camera, and Coach Lou Benetone, we're going to miss you next week.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
But we'll see you soon. We'll see you again soon. This is Jason Zinzaletta signing off. Good night, everybody.
Good night.